final speech on Washington. As Martin Luther King Jr. stood at the podium, he eventually pushed his notes aside. The night before the march, Dr. King began working on his speech with a small group of advisors in the Willard Hotel lobby. The original speech was more political and less historic, according to Clarence B. Jones, and it didn't include any references to dreams. After delivering the now famous line, "No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream," Dr. King transformed his speech into a sermon. On stage during Dr. King, singer Mahalia Jackson reportedly kept saying, "Tell him about the dream, Martin." But while no one would know if he heard her, it could have likely been the inspiration he needed. Dr. King did continue. "So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream." And then the famous Baptist preacher preached on, adding repetition and outlining the specifics of his dream. No one from the authorities was ready for this impromptu speech, but somewhere deep down, they knew something like this could happen. But even earlier, they discussed delivering the speech in the form of a sermon, but nothing was fixed. That day, honesty and emotions ruled the stage and traveled through the crowd. While this spontaneous speech given on that hot August day in 1963 was not considered a universal success immediately, it is now recognized as one of American history's greatest speeches. Inoculation was introduced to America by an enslaved African. Few details are known about the birth of Onesimus, but it's assumed he was born in Africa in the late 17th century before eventually landing in Boston. One of the 1,000 African descendants living in the Massachusetts colony, Onesimus was a gift to the Puritan church minister Cotton Mather's from his congregation in 1706. Onesimus told Mathers about the century-old tradition of inoculation practiced in Africa. By extracting the material from an infected person and scratching it into the skin of an uninfected person, you could deliberately introduce smallpox to the healthy individual, making them immune.
Wow!
It to Mathers the process of inoculation that had been performed on him and others in his society in Africa, saying,
let me hear this again.
Descendants living in the
Good day, family. Good day, family. A black man, omniscience, was the first man, the first one to introduce inoculation, giving shots, vaccines. He was the first one that came up with that concept, that idea. He scratched someone with smallpox and scratched it into somebody that didn't have it. White folks flipped that around, made it into an injection. I just was listening to this. 10 Black history facts that are least known. Of course, you know, I was running late listening to some stuff again. But let's back this up. Because listening is fundamental too. And see, all of this right here is just new to me. This is a lot of history I did not get. A lot of knowledge and facts I did not get. I didn't have a chance to understand, you know, how you with other people that know and you can kind of talk it out and get different perspectives of it and stuff. So all of this right here is just like a whole new world, you know, compared to the speeches of Martin that we all know. And then you find out about the speeches of Martin, from Martin, that we have no idea. Take like the Star Spangled Banner. Everybody love that song, but don't nobody know about the missing verse. The missing, what they call it? You know, the missing verse in that song.
Forged justice. Martin Luther King Jr.
and Claudette Colvin got a book. You know, she was before Rosa Parks. I'm going to write that book down.
More than half of which were women. The courage of Claudette Colvin has become just another story. To pay tribute to a 15-year-old girl's bravery, you can read Claudette Colvin's book, Twice Forged Justice. Martin Luther King Jr. improvised the most iconic part of his I Have a Dream speech. It's normal to improvise speeches on stage, but I Have a Dream sounds impossible, but it's true. On Wednesday, August 28, 1963, 250,000 Americans united at the Lincoln Memorial for the March's final speech on Washington. As Martin Luther King Jr. stood at the podium, he eventually pushed his notes aside. The night before the march, Dr. King began working on his speech with a small group of advisors in the Willard Hotel lobby. The original speech was more political and less historic, according to Clarence B. Jones, and it didn't include any references to dreams. After delivering the now famous line, "No, we are not satisfied, and we will not."
That's where Marianne Anderson performed at the Lincoln Memorial.
And righteousness like a mighty stream. Dr. King
Yeah, that's Martin at the Lincoln Memorial. That's where Marianne Anderson. Remember, we learned about her and the daughters of the Revolution, American Revolution, didn't want her to perform in their Constitution Hall, so she performed at the Lincoln Memorial. 75,000 people showed up in person, plus those that heard her and watched her on TV and the news. It was there.
The speech into a sermon. On stage during Dr. King, singer Mahalia Jackson reportedly kept saying, "Tell him about the dream, Martin." But while no one would know if he heard her, it could have likely been the inspiration he needed. Dr. King did continue.
"So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream."
And then the famous Baptist
And see,
Adam repetition.
in my opinion, even Mahalia Jackson, we were so sincere in our integrating Black people, even after all of this torture and the trauma. Black people were still willing and sincere in our integrating with white folks. We didn't know that was Mahalia that told Martin Luther King, "Tell him about the dream." But there it is right there. We see her at her podium. They showing her how she let you know when she got something to say. And it is possible. That is probably why he went ahead and told us about the dream. And then Farrakhan got a song called "A White Man's Heaven is a Black Man's Hell," and we're going to listen to it too.
And outlining the specifics of this dream.
Yeah, I'm just getting back to that part I want
ready for this impromptu speech.
This is how I learned.
They knew something like this could happen. But even earlier, they discussed delivering a speech in the form of a sermon, but nothing was fixed.
Look at
that
Rose.
day, honesty and emotions ruled the stage and traveled through the crowd. While this spontaneous speech given on a hot August day in 1963 was not considered a universal success immediately, it is now recognized as one of American history's greatest speeches. Inoculation was introduced to America by an enslaved African. Few details are known about the birth of Onesimus, but it's assumed he was born in Africa in the late 17th century before eventually landing in Boston. One of the 1,000 African descendants living in the Massachusetts colony, Onesimus was a gift to the Puritan church minister Cotton Mather's from his congregation in 1706. Onesimus told Mather's about the century-old tradition of inoculation practiced in Africa. By extracting the material from an infected person and scratching it into the skin of an uninfected person, you could deliberately introduce smallpox to the healthy individual, making them immune. He described to Mathers the process of inoculation that had been performed by him and others in his society in Africa, saying people take a juice of smallpox and cut the skin and put in a drop. Considered extremely dangerous at the time, Cotton Mathers convinced Dr. Zabdiel Boyston to experiment with the
Zabdiel Boyston. Okay, so he told him, and then he told him Zabdiel, Zabdiel, Boylston.
Seizure when a smallpox epidemic hit Boston in 1721, and over 240 people were inoculated. Opposed politically, religiously, and medically in the United States and abroad, public reaction to the experiment put Mathers and Bolston's lives in danger, despite records indicating that only 2% of the patients requesting inoculation died compared to 15% of the people not inoculated who contracted smallpox. Onesimus' traditional African practice was used to inoculate American soldiers during the Revolutionary War. It introduced the concept of inoculation to the United States. However, an inscription on Bolston's tomb incorrectly identified him as the first one to have introduced the practice of inoculation into America. In 2016, medical science came to know Onesimus' contribution, following which he was placed among the 100 best Bostons of all time by Boston Magazine. And when historian Ted Whitmere of Montclair Honors College at City University, New York, noted that Onesimus reversed many of the colonists' traditional racial assumptions He had a lot more knowledge medically than most of the Europeans in Boston at the time. The earliest recorded protest against slavery was by the Quakers in 1688. Quakers, also known as
the Quakers was the first one.
Long history of abolitionism. The initial
Is that what they
protest in the 17th
said?
century.
The Quakers was the first one.
Slavery was by the Quakers in 1688.
In 1688.
Quakers, also known as
there it is, right there.
And most of the Europeans in Boston at the time. The earliest recorded protest against slavery was by the Quakers in 1688.
In 1688.
Quakers, also known as the Society of Friends, have a long history of abolitionism. The initial protest in the 17th century, drafted by Francis Daniel Pastorius, a young German attorney, and 3 other Quakers living in Germantown, Pennsylvania, on behalf of the Germantown meeting of the Religious Society of Friends to raise the issue of slavery with the Quakers meeting, which they attended. They saw the slave trade as a great...
I'm gonna finish watching this. Oh, what's this down here? 10 black women inventors? They see this every day. This is every day. It's so many teachings going on out here. You hardly even got time to go in there and cook you something to eat because you don't want to miss a thing on the screen. I use the closed captioning and I rewind a lot. Because, see, I like to make sure that I'm getting the gist of what I'm learning and stuff. But, yeah, it's good to see everybody. Let me let some sun in because, yeah, I be tired and I ain't got no energy and stuff, you know. Hold on just a minute. I do. I need the sun and stuff. I be tired and don't have no energy sometimes. And then, you know, when you ain't getting enough rest, when you switch your sleeping pattern, you have to get used to it. So, you know, yeah. But it's so good to see everybody, and we woke up. Yeah, we done rejuvenated ourselves. We done woke up. It's a beautiful day. It is beautiful out there. The sun is shining here. Yes, it's a high tower over there and stuff. And I was looking up on their porches and stuff. A lot of folks, I guess they bring their flowers out for the sun. I don't know. But it's beautiful out there. And the sun is out there for everybody. But you know Black America is out there especially for you. Yes, honey. All the greatness that we deserve that's ours. Be happy. Be happy in it, honey. Be grateful for it. Yes, if it were for everybody else, they would be grateful for it. Matter of fact, folks acting like the sun is giving all this energy to them. But it ain't. The sun giving them a very little, just enough energy in them to do what they doing, however they using it. But you know, but Black people, the sun is giving so much more. I mean, we can't even imagine how much more energy we getting from the sun. Yeah, I know, you know. But yeah, we're going to go on and get into this. I am Face the Nation. We are on Bolden Unchained again. Yeah, we ain't trying to go back to sleep. We ain't going back to sleep here. We are not going back to sleep. There's a couple of us in here, and that's all we need is 2. That's all we need is 2. So, you know, anybody that come after this right here, good day to you. But, you know, I ain't finna stay around. I ain't finna hang around and wait on nobody and stuff. The ancestor told me just get up here, read, and that's it. I ain't even supposed to be talking like all of this and stuff. But, you know, I like to talk. I like to talk about my ancestors. Yeah, I do. It just so happens now what I'm talking about is very emotional. It's very, I don't know, I'm learning it for the first time myself. I didn't know the extent of all of this. I had no idea that Black America was literally railroaded, set up, hoodwinked, bamboozled. And Malcolm said it. But to this extent, you know, it's like, wow, everybody was made a fool of. That's got to make us feel some kind of way. It make me feel some kind of way because, honey, my great-grandmama was an intelligent woman. My mama was an intelligent, fair woman. My daddy, my grandmothers. See? And to use their mind and flip it on them and stuff, yours too. it just, it make me just like, hell no. No, that ain't even gonna happen no more. It's time for us to wake our asses up and quit thinking that everybody is our friends. Cause ain't nobody even told us the truth. Black America, y'all losing y'all minds still staying around white people. Ain't nobody even told us that. That's why I'm here. I'm Face the Nation. We on Bolden Unchained. We here to assist Black America and Black media unexposed to many agendas, events, operations, projects, codes, laws, bills, acts, courses, experiments, memos. It's so many arrows towards Black America, and we see everything being built up, and it don't look like none of it is threatening. It truly don't. It don't look like nothing that's being built up is threatening. It just look like everybody moving into a new era of life. That's how it look. Like everybody moving into a new era in life, but no, that ain't what it is, honey. You've been fooled again, Black America. You've been fooled again. How that make you feel? And it ought to make you wonder, damn, do everybody else reason that this futuristic world is going to come down on us? Somebody probably, where's Sister Sophia at? Sister Sophia Stewart, the real writer, creator of the Terminator and the Matrix. Because we need some help here. We still need a little bit more help. A few years ago, I had a mentor said all we need is like 10% of us, or was it 12% of us? I don't know how many of us it's going to take to steer our masses. I don't. I never even thought about things like this out of my normal, regular, just living. Just a person living. Yeah, just living till I get old and die. Done had my babies, done been married and stuff, it was just regular life. But honey, there was sleepness. There was sleepness, what you call slumber. And I was in it for 43 years. Let me tell you, honey, baby child, be glad you woke up. Be glad you wake up. It was blissful. Because everything looked fine. Nothing looked like it was threatening to you or your people. Everything just looked like, yeah, everybody can get their ass whooped. Everything is so fair now. Everybody can get what they're getting and stuff, but that is still, not true. Black folks are still being targeted and hunted and chased and, rejected, neglected. Black folks are still being oppressed. Everybody on Black folks now, after them 43 years and stuff, now see everybody is on Black folks now. Yeah. Yeah. We won, I don't know. We won eruption, I guess, emotional outbreak, from everything just totally being how it came to be on us. See, I'm not saying on other groups of people. I'm saying on Black people, on us, because I'm only concerned about us. Well, yeah, I am. Basically, first and final, concerned about Black America. I do, hope other folks find their way where they trying to go, because this show ain't been with us, for the betterment of our life. They ain't never been on that, ever. All these little crumbs and stuff that folks done baked and seasoned up and threw out here and stuff, it ain't meant shit. It done led us right here where we at today. Yeah, in America, and all of us, it's done led all of us right here where we at today in America. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure have. So, all them little crumbs and stuff, that Black people have we perceive as success, as progress. Honey, it wasn't nothing. We ain't went too far. We still on that gravel road leading back to that plantation house. We ain't never got away. And that's a long ass road. That's a long ass road leading up to that plantation house. And it's gravel, dirt, rocks. It ain't paved. It ain't no concrete. You can't roller skate down it. It's a plantation road. And we still on that. because of white folks. We ain't never been able to just be free and do us. Do you know the things we would invent it with technology too? Information right here at our fingertips. Do you know if we had the knowledge of who we really are? Can you imagine the things we would have invented already? I mean, it's like when you think about Julian, brother Julian, who invented his plastiline. He just take plastic, put it in that huge machine, y'all, and make gas that you can use in your car, your kerosene, your heater thing. Yeah. When you need kerosene and stuff like that, I don't know. My husband used to use kerosene and stuff. But yeah, it make gas. He called it plastiline. Then we got Moses West some years ago, maybe 10 or so years ago, created the atmospheric water generator. Pour water right out of the sky, right out of the atmosphere. Because you know water evaporates. I know that much, and I'm waiting on y'all math channel and science channel and stuff. But we know water evaporates. Well, his device poured the water right out of the atmosphere. Oh, then I heard about brother in Africa. I didn't get his name either. I ain't writing in nothing, so I don't need me looking. Y'all, why he done invented the self-powered car? The self-powered car. I don't know what's powering it. I don't know if it's going to be the energy in your body. So if your energy low and you ain't really, you can't get up and go, you probably don't want to drive because your car going to be moving like this. And everybody else's car going to be going. So see, I'm just saying, the things that we are creating, those are things going to be needed in the new world, y'all. Those are things that's going to be needed by Black people in the new world. How could y'all possibly think that anything that everybody's so excited about is going to benefit you, Black people, Black America? How do you think the drones are going to benefit you? Yeah, you and your friends and your cousin, quite a few of y'all got one. But on the whole, how do you think them drones is going to benefit Black people? Them flying cars, the robotic dogs, the robots. How do you think them robots going to benefit you? I always going to wash my dishes. Hell, you can wash your dishes. See, we got to evolve again. Black America, we got to evolve. We're in a new awakening. Red Summer, the summer of 1919, and the awakening of Black America. That was the name. That's the title of the book. This is the title of the book. I remember when I seen this book. I think I got it at the thrift store. I don't know. I think I got this at the thrift store somewhere. But, oh no. This was officially withdrawn. This was officially withdrawn. Yep. And so they were banning it. In other words, they was banning it. Ain't that some shit? Yep, we got to learn and tell our own stories. Oh, look what Claude McKay said. If we must die, and for their 1,000 blows, deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men will face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying, but fighting back. And that's Claude McKay, if we must die. Equality. It was what white America feared most. February 17, 1919. Wow. Thousands of African American soldiers, fresh from victory in the Ardennes offensive, marched triumphantly up Fifth Avenue through Manhattan's cheering crowds to a Harlem homecoming. And then, in Carswell Grove, the soldiers there were having that celebration. Remember, Joe Ruffin was going to the celebration, the Black man that had all that land, and he had more than one vehicle, and he saw the white sheriff and his deputy coming from the celebration because it was all of the troops. It was like 3,000 Black troops, and he saw them taking Samuel to court where they were taking him to jail. They done took their ass to the celebration, didn't even have no business there. Talking about they were looking for somebody selling alcohol, had a distillery, and they would find out who was selling bootleg alcohol or something. That's why they was there and stuff. So yeah, there was so many celebrations of our troops, our soldiers. And this book right here was telling about another one. We read about Carswell Grove. When we read this right here, I didn't even put them together because this right here was February the 17th, 1919. Carswell Grove was like in the summertime. 1919, Red Summer, it was always racial tension. Yeah, they were like little fires, I guess. And then they just, all of them just blew up. But it just make you wonder, 10,000 white people moving at once like a swarm up on black people. Like, how does that mentality even, and it's such a low vibration, I don't know, vibe frequency, I guess you would call it, the demonicness of it. I'm still, and then the devil's punch bowl. Let me get this out the way and stuff, because it's so much, I can't do the good without the bad. The good, the bad, the ugly, the savage, and the ravenousness. That's why I have, in the daytime, in the afternoon, we study about our inventors and stuff. But at night, we learn about the lynching, the ugliness, the savageness that we've survived and stuff. But yeah, it's just like, how to even do this and stuff. Yeah, I'm Face the Nation. We're here on Bolden Unchained. I'm looking through a spiritual lens. You looking through a spiritual lens too. If you're looking through any type of religious lens, it's time for you to go. Feel free to hold your religion and stuff. Hold your religion, but you must be able to look outside of that religion for the simple fact that religion is a lie. Religion has lied to Black America. Religion has literally, and I just learned this. This right here we're going to go through first is Dr. Ray Hagins. We're going to go real fast. Dr. Ray Hagins, he's the pastor, not me and not you. And if you are the pastor, I think you need to listen to him because obviously your mindset is stuck and you can't even think outside of this circle right here. This circle is your religion. Whatever your religion is. Whatever that Brother Anthony Browder, the first African-American man from the west side of Chicago who does fully excavates the archaeological tombs and stuff. Him and his team, they go on archaeological excavations and stuff. And they have said that they have proved. It's proof right there. Proof and your common sense. That's all you got to have, common sense. Can you even think, Black America? And then it'll make sense to you. You will be able to connect the dots like George Fraser said. It's all just so simple. If you give yourself a little love, faith, patience, and time. Just give something to yourself. Because truly, Black America, you done gave white America all you can give them. Now other people here, and they want your ass to give to them too. So, do for yourself in that. Do for yourself in that. The whole motherfucking world on fire. You can't run out there and save it. It's going to have to save itself. You're going to have to save you and your people before you leave here. Black America, before we leave here, we supposed to save our own people. We supposed to heal our own people. We ain't supposed to hate and harm other folks. Now the Bible say, your Bible say, feed thee that's hungry. Feed them that's hungry. Give him water that's thirsty. That's what you're supposed to do. Your mama taught you that. Your mama taught you that when you was a little girl, a little boy, and you know it. You don't need that Bible to tell you how to be pro-life. You don't need that Bible to tell you not to kill, steal, and destroy. You don't need that Bible to tell you not to go around sleeping with your cousins, your neighbors, spouse. See, Black America, you've been brainwashed. Your ass been brainwashed. You can't even think. You can't even rinse off your brain, Black America, because you've been brainwashed. White folks done completely washed it away. They done whitewashed it like this whiteout. Just like this whiteout right here. Yep. That's what white America done did to you. And you, for all of your love and fear, because your ass scared of white America. We all got that fear of white America. I got it too. Well, it must be leaving, though. It must be leaving, though. Because at this point in time, once I learned, I didn't even know that it was fear. I thought that I was just being, myself. Like my mama taught me. Love everybody. Treat everybody the same and stuff. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt until they show you can't give it to them. But no. See, that was before. That was before I learned about this right here. I already done talked to my mama about it and my ancestors about this. See, all of that was before I learned about what the hell they done put my people through. So see, that right there is, yeah. Oh no, we ain't coming at that like that no more. I'm gonna treat you how you treat me. Yeah, I'm gonna treat you but I'm gonna be watching the people around me. See, white people, just like I watch black folks. We done taught each other that. Don't you take your ass out there and be around Tyrone. Are we good with that? We good with that, and we mean it. Instead of trying to help Tyrone. He hungry. He ain't ate. He ain't. You know what he dealing with down there. Cause sister ain't right. Sister sick too. But yeah. So yeah, I watch white folks just like I watch black folks and stuff. But now I done lessened up on black folks. I still be aware. Keep my awareness about me and stuff. But yeah, I don't look over there and, and just automatically know. No, automatically figure. Oh, yeah, sister, her ass been out drinking all night and shit. I ain't getting her ass $1. I ain't getting her no cigarette. When you know what sister pretty much dealing with just by looking at her. She got all her bags with her. Thank the ancestors she ain't got no babies with her out here. She got all her bags with her. She over there shaking like a leaf. Just shaking like a leaf. Shaking like a leaf on the tree, just flying through the air and stuff. You pretty much know she going through something. But see, we like that with each other because of white America. Who taught us to hate ourselves? We just now, a lot of us, trying to answer Malcolm X. Malcolm is so proud of us for trying to find out who made us hate ourselves. That's why I'm here. I want to know who taught Black America to hate ourselves. And Dr. Ray Hagins, our psychologist brother, he said that it's called dedicated ignorance. That's what it's called. We look at, he was a pastor. He's still a pastor. But see, he teaching us what we really ain't supposed to learn. He letting us know that it's more outside of this right here. Because he was in here. Dr. Ray Hagins was in this circle right here. And then when he realized, I think he learned about Horace and them first. The other Christ-like historical figures. I think when I first seen him years ago, over a decade ago, I think that was when he was saying, when I first seen him, he was saying, talking about them. Horus and Dionysus and Krishna and Buddha. I mean, it's a lot of them. It's on that other paper though. But and I guess that right there is what it led me to doing my research and my really thinking about it, sincerely thinking about it. Well, Darren, if it's more than one Jesus, then hell, who I've been calling on? Who we've been calling on? And why is it him? But I was afraid because I felt like where I'm from, it's just Jesus and God and then Jehovah. Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't know how they got a hold of my mama because I personally never knew none. Never seen none. I guess them little flyers was coming out and stuff. So, and I wanted to know, but it felt like I was blaspheming to ask for, is there anything other than Jesus, God, and Jehovah? Is it anything other than Jesus, God, and Jehovah? I felt like I was blaspheming. I'm asking God, is there something else you ain't telling me? I was seeking and, questioning. And you ain't supposed to seek and question God because God knows everything and all. But honey, Tony Browder, our brother Tony Browder said, well, how come God didn't know? And yeah, and Ray Hagen, they breaking it down. James Smalls, Professor James Smalls, the only way, Black America, you can't understand what they teaching is if your ass is committed. You're dedicated. Absolutely. Totally. Completely dedicated to white America. To being inside the mentality of white America. And if you're going to keep your own family and your own lineage inside of that circle right there, that's the only way you are consistently, always, continually denying everything that you've learned, everything that's out there, outside of the box, is if you are committed wholeheartedly. Now you know, Black America, there is no excuse for you to remain inside of that circle right there. Who was that? I think it was James Smalls. It might have been Brother Browder, Anthony Browder. And he was saying, see, this right here is about the 12 disciples are simply the 12 constellations. Black America. Y'all don't let white folks tell y'all anything. They told me anything for 43 years, but not no more. Not no more. Honey, don't you know I just learned last night? You did too. From Anthony Browder, our brother, expert, that geneticist. Them motherfuckers been knowing that black people, Africans been on this planet 300,000 years. Yep, 300,000 years. And white folks been on this planet 7,000 to 8,000 years. Yeah. I did say, yeah, if you feel like that, we'll give they motherfucking asses 8,500. That make you happy? Do that make you happy? That they've been here 8,500 years, but we've been here 300,000 years. 290,000 years before white folks even showed they motherfucking asses. He also said that geneticists, oh, there it is right there. He also said that geneticists, they discovered that I think that's what it was. Yeah. We was alone too, y'all. We was all by ourselves. And geneticists also discovered that the African genes that mutated, I don't know if that means the albinos or not. I don't think so. Because albinos are still black people. White people are totally something different. I don't know. I'm going to have to keep doing my research. I'm going to have to keep striving, honey. Because, see, your mind get to working and stuff, and you got answers you got to look for. But they also discovered that the African genes that mutated or lost their melanin, they became white or Caucasian people. They became white and Caucasian. And those genes are just 7,000 years old. That's how they know. Because the DNA. You got DNA inside of you, sister. Brother, you got DNA inside of you that's telling your ancestors from 30,000 years ago. Yeah, I wrote it down. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. He said it's a new body of science. It's a new body of science called epigenetics. That's the body's memory. Your body got a memory. And your brain. Your brain got a memory, but your body got a memory too. Your DNA, all your bones and stuff. Your blood. I guess the plasma that they want from everybody. They got all these plasma things, these plasma centers in all these communities. Ain't nothing in the white folks community, but I haven't seen none. But when I'm in, my communities around and stuff, I see them. And, that's what Charles Drew did. Our brother Charles Drew, Dr. Charles Drew, he found out a way to draw the plasma and store it. Because, it don't last long if it ain't stored properly. So he found a way to store it. But then white folks turned, and when he was in an accident, and wouldn't even let his own invention save his life. That's how white folks do. But epigenetics is the body's memory. And we carry DNA from every ancestor we have from 30,000 years ago, y'all. Hey, let me tell you what Bobby Hemming taught me. You see this right here? Let me just take it off the wall right there. I might put it up a little higher because somebody gonna want to know what that stands for right there. This right here, honey, this is 567 ancestors that created me. That's what Bobby Hemming said. It took 1,048,576 ancestors to create me, to create you. I don't know. I just wrote it down and I seen it and stuff. It's just more studying I got to do. But see, I can resonate with that. See, maybe you can't, but I can. And then when you come along and we read that, Brother Anthony Browder said that epigenetics discovered through the body's memory that we carry DNA from every ancestor we have from 30,000 years ago. No wonder our ancestors was able to survive this. And the cosmos with them too. No wonder. Maybe they were able to just go ahead and just leave here. Maybe they sold, their spirit went ahead and took them, even though they were still alive, and went ahead and took that element. Because I can't even imagine being trapped, hung, burned, lynched. I can't even imagine. So, to read these things right here, what a miracle we are. Can we even imagine why we still here? We supposed to be here. Religion got us thinking that we under a curse. We're under them. We are under white folks. That's the only curse we're under. No, don't try to tell me that I'm thinking wrong. Your ass is thinking wrong. You've been taught wrong. You thinking inside the box. See, that's wrong anyway. You thinking inside the box. That's where your mind is, right there with everything. Anthony Browder, I think he was the one that said, whether it's Judaism, it could have been Dr. Ray Hagins, could have been one of them, but he said whether it's Judaism, Christianity, Islam, which used to be Mohammedanism. It used to be Mohammedanism. I don't know. I didn't grow up with that. No, I didn't even know about Yahweh and Yahushua. But whoever it is that you calling on, whatever the name behind your higher power, your religion, it's all inside of this circle right here. And see, with me, I'm spiritual. I always been spiritual my whole life. Religion ain't never resonated with me. Who in the hell begat somebody else? I don't know. I couldn't get through it. It didn't make sense to me. No wonder Noah and the ark. I still can't put that together. So Noah got drunk, fell asleep naked. His son, Canaan, one of them, Canaan went in there, saw his daddy naked, bust out laughing, ran outside and told the other brothers. And then they put a blanket on their back, walked in backwards, and put the blanket over their daddy. But when they told him about it the next day, he was so mad, he cursed Canaan and Canaan's kids and their kids to be slaves of the other brothers. And then Jesus walked on water and turned grapes to wine. And you know the rest. Fed 5,000 people with 2 fish. Didn't nobody even want no seconds. So it ain't never resonated with me and stuff. It just ain't. I just love the feel of the sun. That was enough for me. That's the sun right there. It just ain't never resonated with me. So now that I'm older and stuff, I tried to annotate the Bible when I was younger. As much as I annotate it right now, it's always been a life, a passion of mine to write. I love to write, but I lost my way too when I lost my focus for Black people. See, that's what's happening to us. We done lost our focus for us. That's why our kids, mine, yours, the other kids and stuff, if they ain't got a real strong whitewashing towards education that'll keep them focused on their education and stuff, then yeah, ain't nothing else to hold on to, because we're not being taught the fundamental knowledge and skills and talents that we have to sustain this world. Black people not going to be able to, this world not going to be able to sustain without Black people's inventions. Black people's inventions are the only inventions right here in America that sustain this whole country, and other parts of the world possibly using it and stuff. I mean, the sugarcane production, the sugarcane device made by Norbert Rilligs, when the slaves had to, working on that plantation, had to take the sugarcane juice and make it into sugar. And he created a device, to turn it into sugar so they didn't have to handle that hot boiling juice. Well, today, that device is used for making glue, ink, shampoo, gelatin, Jello, I guess. I don't eat gelatin. It's supposed to be pork. But anyway, I'm just saying. So see, Black America, white America has set us up so bad, we ain't even creating nothing. We haven't created. We ain't even gave ourselves, our children, the opportunity to do more than run down the field and shoot jump shots. Because of white America, because of this fear, this innate fear. It's in our DNA too. The same fear that our ancestors felt until they received that it's okay from the cosmos and the ancestors. Because I can't even imagine in my mind how did they feel seeing white people advance up on them after they done chased them and stalk them down. Then they get their Black bodies. I don't see how y'all, can even just not even care, Black America. But now I see your mind is wrapped up in all of this right here. So yeah, let me tell you about religion. That's why we looking through a spiritual lens here. Ain't no forgiveness here. Talking about forgiveness. We condemning that too. I am. And I can. Just because you feel, oh Lord, I'm not going to sit there and listen to you. I'm not going to set their face and listen to you condemn religion, my pastor, God, Jesus. Honey, if you don't sit your ass down in that circle and shut up, so maybe your ass can learn something outside the box. See, that's your problem right there, Black America. You don't even want to listen to the psychologist. Knowing your ass ain't finna sit down and research. You ain't finna listen, rewind, write nothing down because your ass is damn it lazy. And you're afraid of what white folks gonna say to you. Oh no, Faith, why you studying that? To learn about your motherfucking ass. To learn about your motherfucking ass. Yeah. So just sit down and shut up. Or get on out of here. I already done told you it's not religious here. Ain't no forgiveness here. You got to forgive Carol and Brian and all the rest of them. Then you go over there with sister. She don't come over here either. But till I said grace. Peace. Good day. Whatever. Shalom. She over there saying something. But tell her I said hi. And go on over there with her because I don't need you here. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. And that's to see what's going on with my people, Black people. First and final. First and final. I mean, people ain't even using their heads. Yeah. People ain't even using their heads. They could have been since they got flying cars and stuff, they could have been put the ambulance and the emergency automobiles up. They ain't never using nothing for pro-life. Everything got to be anti-life. That's why we got to wake up, Black America, because whatever happened, we meant to be here. Black people meant to be here on this planet. So yeah, wake your ass up. Dr. Ray Hagins, he's the psychologist. I'm so glad I started learning this stuff. And he's still a pastor too. And he coined self-hatred as dedicated ignorance. And he said, we, Black people, we must start the process of undoing or reversing the ideas and concepts that have been programmed into the minds of our people by religious statements and church doctrines. You know what he's talking about. You set your ass up in there every Sunday. Then some Wednesdays, some Saturdays. So, yeah, you know what he's talking about. That have caused them to adopt a belief system that has resulted in their loss of contact with what is real, factual, historical, and spiritual. I work by repetition. That's how I learn. I work by writing stuff out. I'll draw that whole diagram that they did right there, just so I can see it. Because once I put it in front of me, that's all I need. Yep, and that's what you can do too. It's gonna help you learn better. We've been cheated out. See, we got the short end of the stick, so we got to use everything. I put stuff on the walls now. If I need a space, yep, I know who I'm taking down next. Yep, you know I love you, sister. You know I love you, but I don't need to see you on the wall every day. I ain't even seen you in person. But yeah, that's just how it is and stuff. We got to do we got to change everything in our lives and be okay with it. Be okay with it. Because, yeah, you ain't going to come up in here. The greenery you finna see now is finna be some real food that you can eat if you hungry. Ain't finna be no flowers and pothos and stuff. I love flowers, though. But, now it's got to be intentional how we live our lives and stuff. Because we got to get back to living like black people live. We living like white folks. So, yeah, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. We reading about religion, though. And these church doctrines and religious statements, I just seen Dr. Ray Hagen's on another video when we were doing I was juicing the sweet potatoes. And here goes some of them. We ain't no good. We ain't no good. Black people ain't no good. What the Bible? And then see, y'all always talking about, well, Faith, the Bible is about us. Even more so. So which parts of the Bible is about white folks? The folks that really that turn hell up. They turn the heat and hell up, white folks do. And this where they at. This is hell. I got a feeling I came back here on purpose. Yeah. I got a feeling I came back. Because, see, you can't come back here of your own choice if you want to. When you leave and die, D-Y-E, not D-I-E, because you don't die, you D-Y-E. Like white folks whitewashed everything. Well, you die. You fade out. You just fade out and you go to another dimension, another universe, Yeah, you leave the physical and you go on. So the Bible, y'all's talking about the Bible's about us. Well, see, it's so many contradictions in it. But let me go on. But it say we no good. We ain't no good. Then it say we under a curse. Black people under a curse. We ain't under no curse. The only curse we under is white folks. That's it and that's all. Stop motherfucking lying to black people. Stop lying to your children, taking them to church, knowing you ain't done no research. That pastor been telling you the same old shit, Black America, decade after decade after decade. Ever since they realized, oh, well, we can get money from our state and stuff, and we gonna stop the Klansmen from busting up in here on their horses. We're going to stop them from doing that to us. And then people were like, yeah, well, right. That's right. We're going to do that, thinking that y'all were going to protect the churches and stuff. No, what pastors started doing was teaching about the Bible and how to forgive and stuff. So when the Klansmen was outside on the horses, they were lighting a fire to their torches. But they heard the pastors telling the slaves, the black people, because this was right after slavery. Black people, it wasn't too long. Black people had their little churches and stuff, one-room churches and stuff, And black people were talking about how to stay safe, what laws they could possibly pass, how they could get in there and demand their safety and freedom, from oppression. Because the Klansmen was everywhere. They were doing all kind of things and stuff. That's how that movie, Time to Kill, with Samuel Jackson. White folks were just riding around in their pickup trucks looking for little girls and older people and just anybody black that they could assault and torment and stuff, So why the Bible ain't even talking about them? I mean, y'all just so motherfucking just a fool and a dummy. Hey, I don't give a damn. Be mad at me, because I'm mad at all of y'all motherfuckers. Y'all the ones haven't questioned nothing about that Bible you keep with you 24/7. You got one in your purse now. And y'all ain't even thought nothing about this. They done taught us our babies are sinners. That's why my whole life, my whole soul been saying, no, I don't believe this shit. No, hell no. No, I would go to church with folks. I probably would still go to church with somebody today if I care about them that much. And they asked me to go to church with them, I probably would go, but they would see that this ain't even resonating with Face. Yeah. And I ain't gonna ask her to go no more, because I would be sitting on the edge of my seat, just like this right here, wanting to pull out every receipt I got to ask your pastor. Hey, you asked me to come. You asked me to come and sit up in here. And I'll raise my hand up, honey. He gonna see that $20 as soon as I got it in my hand. I raised my hand up with that $20 bill right there, honey. The pastor gonna cue in on that $20 so fast, honey, I'm gonna stop the whole sermon. Yes, and when I asked him about what Dr. Ray Hagen's gonna say, what about the true religion, the true purpose of religion, Pastor? That religion may be defined as a cultural, psycho-philosophical vehicle of spiritual and intellectual enslavement that can only do one of two things. One for your ass, Black America, and one for white folks. What religion does for white folks, see, it gives the cultural and racial superiority, of the people who created it, to the people who created it, white folks. They the ones that's looked at as Jesus, God, righteous, pure, heaven, all of that good, the good in your Bible and stuff. That's what religion do for white folks. But for Black folks, it is the paralysis of analysis to those who believe in it. You believe in it. White folk don't even believe in religion. They tell you that they don't believe in it like that. No, everybody can fake the funk. Shit, till they get in the house. Shit, you faking it now. Everybody can fake the funk till they get in the house and close the blinds and shut the doors. So yeah, everybody can put on that different, persona to fool Black America. Hell, everybody doing it. Why not? I'm just saying, that's your religion and stuff. Everybody's in this circle. You got to start thinking, Black America. Yeah, it pisses me off. I'm mad. Yeah, I get mad as hell about this stuff. Because how the hell all of us gonna be a fool? But see, white America done traumatized us. See, white America done traumatized us. Behind all of this whitewash that they done did to us. Oh, honey, so much trauma and fear and nervousness. Our blood run cold. Our heart speed up. Just to think. Oh, shit. What is Face talking about now? Our heart speed up. Just like when Ida B. Wells, when she came back from out of town and realized that 3 Black men had been lynched, her friends. And everybody that knew Ida already knew. The shit is finna hit the motherfucking fan. And then Ida went down to the town square. Black people heart were beating so fast. They were running after Ida and stuff. Ida, please. And Ida walking so fast, they were falling in the dirt and stuff. They skint up their elbows and knees, crying. Ida, please, they gonna kill you, Ida. We can't let you go down there. They trying to hold off in the front. Ida, wait a minute. She just knocking people all off the side. Get the hell out of my way. I'm going where I'm going. Because the fear of what white America means. See, the fear of what white America means, it's in our DNA too. If everything else is in our DNA, why come the fear of white America ain't in there? It's in there. The hell, y'all the one keep saying, y'all the one, every time I turned on the TV for a while and stuff, even recently, I was hearing everybody saying, God did not give us the spirit of fear. Or some of y'all was saying like that. You know what I'm talking about and stuff. So if that's the case, Black America, why the fuck you scared? You the most religious motherfucker in this country. Right here in America. the most religious, forgiving, faithful, and trusting. But you're so scared. You so afraid you can't even say it. My baby ain't no sinner. You know, and we look in our baby eyes, honey, you can see the whole multiverse in our baby's eyes. Yeah, when they get to laughing and looking at us, soon as we walk in the room, their eyes just light up. That's how Charles Nails. Every time Harriet came through, Harriet Tubman and the brothers and sisters, and some of the allies was there too. Every time they come through to get him and rescue him from them white folks, his eyes just light up. Cause they made it. They said they weren't gonna let me go. Harriet told them, you ain't dying today. And that's how our babies light up when they see us. And then for all of our pastors, I know I got some family that's pastors too. And I want, if they ever see this, my cousin, you too. You sitting there misleading everybody in your congregation, cousin. Yeah, you is. Your ass is stuck in this. You the main one stuck in this box right here. Won't even let your congregation out. You got this whole outside the box. So much information and knowledge out there, and you, the pastor, reverend. You so scared to get outside that box right there in your little hick towns and your little bit in your mega churches, all your pastors, all of y'all. You so quick to take our money and keep us inside these little boxes. Y'all ain't even told us that, hey, it's so much more out there in that universe. I mean, in this universe right here, and ain't nothing here but heaven and hell. In this universe. See, hell must be we must be in the first realm of the first universe. Oh, because you know, each planet got 9 realms now. I just learned it too. See, Pastor, your ass, you done went through all that school and stuff. You should know damn near more than the physicist or the astronomer. Them peoples. I mean, you the one claim you know about heaven and God and after death. You know, afterlife, after here. Pastor, you the one. You the main one acting like you got, you know, the insight to what's after this right here. And you done sit here and mislead everybody. My own people that are pastors, y'all too. Y'all asses lied to folks too, and you still lying to folks. Sunday morning, when Sunday rolled around here, you and First Lady, all of y'all asses finna get ready and go to church, and you hoping and praying right now that people still come to church. But y'all ain't got to hope and pray that long because the indoctrination, the brainwashing is that deep. It's that deep. Yeah, you ain't got to worry too long. Folks still going to come to your church. Still going to give you all of their money. Pastor, First Lady. You still going to have your very rich lifestyle, First Lady. Yeah, but you ain't taught folks nothing about after this life. You let people live, die, suffer, be poor, go through hard times because they done gave you all their damn money. They done gave you all their money. You let folks go through that in this little circle right here, their whole life. Then when people die, you let them stay in that little circle right there, trapping them in heaven with white folks that's done harmed them, tormented them, skinned them, roasted them alive. It's right here in the book. It's right here in the book what white folks have done. And you, pastor, you so forgiving, you so trapped in this vice called religion, you don't even care if you misleading your people or not. You get up in church every Sunday morning, you want to talk to folks about Jesus. Honey, these right here is Jesus. This right here is Jesus. John Hartfield is Jesus. Maurice Mays is Jesus. See? Jeff Brown, that's Jesus. Jesse Thornton, Mary Turner, Mary Booth, you know, Jim Grant, them right there, Jesse Washington, them right there is Jesus. Them is our Jesus. Oh, love, I have to call you back. I'm going to call you back, sweetie. Them is our Jesus. But see, Pastor, Reverend, y'all been so focused on getting every dime and dollar your ass can get. You ain't even cared about people after this life. You done trap people in heaven. And that's your main thing, to become a preacher. I wonder, is Denzel Washington going to tell us the truth? I love you though, my brother. Yeah. But I hope you tell us the truth. If you gonna be on the side of Dr. Ray Hagins, that's how it is. Who is on the side telling us like Dr. Ray Hagins? Oh yeah, I gotta answer her. Good day, love. Hey, love, can I call you back? Well, you know I told you I have a life now. Oh, well, did my package come in? Oh, thank you, love. I'll be by there when I get done before I go to work. I'll be by there. But yeah, I got a life now. Read? Yeah, I'm reading. Yeah. She said, good day, live. Yeah, okay, love. I love you. Okay, peace. Yeah. Shoot, I'm reading. Shoot. Tell me what you doing out at the Mall of America. You better quit playing with me. You know I ain't at the Mall of America. Shoot, I'm reading to my people. Shoot, they done interrupted my song and stuff. You know how when you playing your favorite song, better not nobody say nothing. Yeah, you got the baby bottle ready right there for that baby and the pacifier and the little bitty toy. Cause you know your song that came on and stuff, then you get up and start dancing and stuff, you know. Yeah, when that song come on and stuff, everybody gotta be quiet. Shoot, yeah, this is serious. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to set something up. I'm busy. Don't call me between 12 and 4. I'm just playing. Don't call me between 12 and 2 or 3 o'clock. You know, I'm just playing. I'm not gonna be hours and hours and hours. But yeah, folks act like this is just a hobby. It's just a hobby. No. I know I just started, but darn, let me at least, have a chance to get myself situated and settled because I enjoy teaching about my ancestors. I can't wait till y'all babies start creating and stuff, honey. Somebody gonna have to get y'all black people out of them Tesla cars. And then also, the Bible teaches us that our hearts are wicked. You know your grandmama heart ain't never been wicked. Big mama, Papa, you know your granddaddy was the most kindest man. He was so strong, but so gentle. You ain't have to worry about nothing. He knew you were going to cry before your lips start quivering. Yep, your Papa did. Your big mama, you could tell when she cooking anything. You know what she finna cook by the pots. She getting out of the cabinet because she had her favorite pots and stuff. You know, and then they're going to teach us that our hearts are wicked. That's some bullshit. This is some bullshit, honey. If won't nobody else stand up and say that, white America done put all of these vices on us and devices, because you got your smart TV, your smartphone, Alexa, Siri, robots, and all of that stuff now. So, yeah, you got vices and devices on Black America. Yeah. It's just fucked up to me. And, I'm appalled by that motherfucking ass. But I want you to know what's inside this circle right here, because I know you've been looking at it the whole time. The space inside this circle represents my realm of knowledge and all that I think I know about whatever I think I know. That's what it say right there. I wrote it down word for word. Everything that I think I know is depicted right here in this circle. I must keep in mind that there is more to know than what is inside the circumference of this circle. You see how much more knowledge you don't know? The knowledge that there are other Christ-like historical figures is outside of this circle. If you know about Dionysus, Horus, Krishna, Buddha, would you still be, with your one higher power? I guess you would. I don't know. But like I said, who was that? Anthony Browder, or was it James Small said that they all are cups. They all are devices to hold you, to contain you. Religion itself is man-made. So how you gonna think, oh, Faith, this one is better than this one? They all are inside of the circle. Black America. You can't be inside the circle. See, the circle is going to lead you to heaven or hell. That's it, heaven or hell. That circle. That's all you thinking about is heaven or hell. And down here is heaven. And here's hell. Heaven, this is heaven. This is hell. This is where we at now. We in hell right now. I know your pastor ain't told you nothing. If your pastor taught y'all, if the theological, that biblical theological school that pastors go to and stuff, if they taught them this stuff, they told them not to teach us. They lied too. Ask your pastor. I ain't had my pastor like 15 years, but ask your pastor. So, this is hell and this is heaven. What we living at today inside of this circle, y'all living at today, your mindset, you only got these two choices, heaven and hell. And we know, for every black person that we know, whether they go to church, religious or not, they don't want to go to hell. That's all. No, I ain't going to hell. I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven with Jesus. And y'all say Yahweh and Yahushua and the Jehovah and the other deities and stuff too, But it's all inside of this circle. You're very right. You're going to heaven. Inside of this circle, you still gonna be inside that circle right there. Heaven is in the first universe. I didn't know there are 12 universes. There's a multiverse. Who told me there's a multiverse? Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson. I've been reading about him a lot and stuff, watching his video. But it was somebody else before then. I think I found him after that. However, there are 12 universes, y'all. Like, 12 eggs is a dozen. Well, it's a multiverse out there. And I just say it's 12. It could be 23. Could be 46. I'm just saying it's 12 universes going that way. I don't even know about the other way. That way or that way. I can imagine, though, because, see, I ain't in that box no more. And my mind is evolving. We got to evolve. We must evolve, y'all, Black America. That's the only way through this. So y'all stuck right here. Yeah, you is. That's your mindset in that circle. My mind ain't in this circle no more. It ain't. I just speak through it, be trying to get to y'all inside of there. So this right here is heaven. This right here is this heaven and hell in your first universe. Then you have the second universe, the third universe, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th universes. Let me move that up so you can see it. And it's colorful too. I didn't know why the ancestors had me put all that on my walls and stuff, but I just need it in front of me, So you got the first universe in heaven, hell in the first universe. Then you got the second universe, third universe, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got all of your universes. It's a multiverse, Black America. Why is your pastor, your reverend, our mama and grandmama and granddaddy, everybody, they were misled, taught us that we going to heaven. Ain't nobody told us, hey, you ain't got to go to heaven if you want to. You can go to the third universe and stop. You can go to the third universe and be just as happy as you want to be. Yeah, you'll be free. You'll be happy. Won't be no white folks there. Nope. Won't be no white folks there. I don't know. Is that a universal? Is that a common agreement among all intellectual and geniuses that they really cannot tell us that white folks can't go with us when we leave this realm, when we leave this life? If we decide to go past heaven, white folks can't go with us. Am I the first one to tell us this? Do we really think white folks can go all the way to the 12th universe? Because I'm going to the 12th. I'm going to the end. I don't want no white folks around me. Period. See? So is that an agreement with everybody that, yeah, well, we'll let you teach this and teach this, but don't you tell that. It's going to surely, for sure, wake black folks up if they realize, oh, wait a minute. You mean tell me after this right here, white folks ain't even going with us if we don't go to heaven? So I don't have to go to heaven. I can go somewhere else. And white folks won't be there. Is that what you're saying to me, Face? Yeah. That's what I'm saying to you, Black America. Now you go to heaven, that's where white folks at. White folks can go out in the sun a little bit. You can look outside and see them right now. Let me see. Yep. See, there she is right there, her and her dog, walking down the street over there by the park. And the sun is out so bright out there. They can go out in the sun. White folks can go in the sun right here in on this universe, in this realm. I imagine all 9 realms, because we're in this universe, the first universe. White folks can't go out in the sun. But the second universe, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, no, ain't no proof they can even go out there like that and stuff. It ain't no proof. It ain't gonna be no proof. Nope. They ain't been saying nothing about going to the third and fourth and sixth and seventh universe. They just been saying heaven, 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 heaven. That's all, heaven. Well, now we know that there's more than just heaven. Yeah. Heaven is in the first universe. What's in the 6th universe? Huh? What's in the 9th universe? Heaven ain't in the 9th universe, the 3rd universe, the 2nd. Heaven is in the first universe at the bottom right here. At the bottom right here. Where hell at? Hell is the lowest form of existence of any kind that you can, man-made or spiritual, whatever. Hell is it. Hell is, that's the end. That's the finality. Hell is the bottom of everything. Hell is it. So everything got to be higher than that. You know, we just got to start thinking about it and stuff. I know it don't even seem like it's true, dude. But hey, it's your first time even thinking like this. Mine too. When you start listening to our elders and our experts and our geniuses, and listen to some of the white folks too, then it'll start letting your mind come up with its own reality. See, my reality might not even be yours. You might be like, hell, face, it ain't no multiverse out there. It's a triple verse out there or whatever. You know, some big word you probably come up with. You know, and hey, that's your reality. We can't stay in white folks' reality. I know that much. Not even here. Not even on this earth. And Professor James Smalls said that the Africans referred to God as the totality of creation itself. Yeah. God is the totality of creation itself. What you call God. Some folks call him Yahweh, Yahushua. Y'all got your different names for it and stuff. I just call it cosmic energy. I don't keep it in no box like y'all do, because I'm not in that circle with y'all no more. I got out of the circle. I opened my mind up. I can believe that there's something else. I know that there's something else after this. I do. Oh, yeah, I do. I ain't got to prove it. You got to prove it ain't. And you can't come with heaven. Because I already done told you, if heaven do exist, honey, this is who is in heaven. You gonna trap yourself in heaven with these same people? Again, you know, I already done freed Emmett now. I already done freed Emmett Till now. Emmett Till them not in heaven with these same demons, these same devils. How dare you, Black America? Put John Hartfield, Maurice Mays, Mary Turner, and her unborn baby. Put all of our loved ones in heaven for eternity. Forever and ever and ever. With these people right here. How dare you? And then you actually think that you're religious. You actually think you're doing a service. No, y'all fucking our minds up. You keeping us trapped in life and in death, after death. You know, y'all got to wake yourself up. It shouldn't be too hard to understand when you start learning. And James Small teaches you that most humans see everything that's God, that y'all know is God, the totality of creation. All of that is inside of you. Yeah, I know it's inside of white folks too. White folk can walk barefoot out there and get a little grounded. Matter of fact, white folks got grounded shoes. I just seen some shoes and they were grounded shoes. So if you somewhere and you can't, like where I'm at in Minnesota, and you can't go out on the ground right now because there's 5 feet of snow sometimes, put your shoes on. Put your shoes on. See, white folks is using everything they have learned, they have stolen, learned, and built it up for their benefit. Things that come to us naturally. So see, anybody can take, anybody can steal your groceries in your buggy that you left at the grocery store because you ran inside to get some sugar, some bread or something. So anybody can steal whatever you got in that buggy, take it home and fix them a meal out of it and make it benefit them. Might not be the same meal you were going to cook, but they can use that. So see, white folks ain't done nothing but use what they've stolen to make it work for them. And they fooled us really good, but you can't fool the cosmos. You cannot fool the sun. The sun knows who it created. The cosmos know who it created. The sun knows who it's dispersing energy to. The sun knows how much energy is given to them trees in the world, on the planet. The sun knows how much energy is dispersing to the marine life and the oceans, the seas, the rivers and lakes. The sun knows how much energy is putting out. The sun knows how much energy is given to black people on this planet. The sun knows how much energy is given to white people on this planet. So see, even though white folks, what's that saying? You can fool some of the people all the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. See, we just don't listen to each other. But I digress. I just wanted to say, you can't fool the sun. White folks can't fool the sun. That's why they're trying to block it out. You cannot fool the cosmos. White folks cannot fool the cosmos. That's why the cosmos is opening up, because they know white folks is probing in the multiverse up there. Yeah, we look at them and we see they way far out there in the first universe. But honey, they penetrate past that first universe, and they probably have, because the whole world is on fire now. The whole world is in chaos now. We'll know soon enough when the motherships start coming through and start showing themselves and stuff. We'll know that white folks done went beyond the first universe out into the second universe, and they ain't got no business out there. They're not supposed to be out there. White folks are not supposed to be out there. But see, they done got everybody in on their side to help with all of this. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Just you, Black America, don't worry. Black people on this whole planet, don't worry. The cosmos manifested you. All you got to do is get yourself in tune again. We got to stop eating, drinking, being out, just intoxicating ourselves off of everything. We got to stop it so we can get back to our natural homeostasis with the cosmos and the ecology. Because it's time to go. It's time to go. We got one opportunity. If you want to stay here, Black America, you got one last chance to save your people and to heal your people. Yeah. This your last chance, Black America. Other than this and stuff, you quite possibly finna go through another 400 years of enslavement. The remix in a futuristic world. A world of metal and titanium. Steel. Like that. That's what you're going to go through and stuff. So, Black America, you're running out of time. I'm not sorry to tell you that, I'm the last one here. You supposed to have been listening to everybody that came before me. But see, you ain't listened to nobody and stuff. And now you find yourself between a rock, a hard place, and titanium. Yeah, it is what it is and stuff. But check this out, though, because you the key. You the key, Black America. Everybody, the whole world actually waiting on you. Yeah. The planets, the pets of this planet, the zebras, the elephants, the walrus, all them animals over there, and the leopard, all of them, the tigers and stuff, all the animals of this planet are waiting on you, Black America, to stand up for yourself, because you're the only one, it seemed to me, you're the only one in this whole country right here in the United States of America been through hell, still in hell, and you just act like, oh, it's all right, pour a little water on me. Pour a little water on my elbow right there, hell burning it right there. Pour a little water over there on my knee, And so, yeah, that's why the world is on fire right now, because you ain't stood up for yourself, Black America, and ain't nobody else stood up for you. But ain't nobody else stood up for you because you ain't stood up for yourself. So everybody else is looking at it like, we'll go ahead and take the mindset that white America gave us. Everybody thinking like white America. It's a whole circle. I know I have to talk real fast to get through this, but it is. That's our reality. And either we work on healing our people and saving our people, have Black babies. Please, have Black babies. If you ain't going to have Black babies, go get yourself fixed. You need to start thinking about it, Black America. Your lineage. your lineage, your bloodline. Who bloodline deserves to live on? White folks? Yeah, with them. With them. We cannot help white America prolong and extend their lineage. When we tried to do that, they turned that against us. You know, white folks was the one that started this whole thing. Keep white, keep white pure. They was the ones that started this whole thing. When we finally did, you know, forgive, forget, and yeah, we can, you know, everybody procreate together and stuff. They used it against us. It ain't even no good. It ain't helping us. Nothing we've done to show that we sincere with white America has helped us and stuff. Everything has been used against us. White America's biggest fear, and this is Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She said white America's biggest fear is white genetic survival. They got us helping them solve their problem. But their problem still ain't solved. They ain't thought about nothing. They ain't thought nothing through. White folks ain't thought nothing through. And we letting them think. We letting them call the shots. Yep, sure will. But he said that everything that make up God is in you. So you know all of that cosmic energy is inside of you. Everything's inside of you, black people. Most humans, I'm going to tell you why it's black and white. You already know the cosmos manifested black people. It's already been discovered. I already done told you, black people was here on this planet alone. That was before any other people was here. Alone means alone. It wasn't no white folks, wasn't no other folks, wasn't no other folks, wasn't no other group of folks, wasn't none of their asses. Okay? That's how I'm taking it now. Now, if you know different and stuff, then hey, it's time for you to teach too. Because if ain't nobody else here to learn, I'm finna learn. So all of that is in you. He said most humans break down to over 400 elements and minerals. And all of those elements and minerals can be found in the cosmology and the rest of ecology. Most humans break down to over 400 elements. That's black people. If it said all of those elements and minerals can be found, it said all of them can be found in the cosmos and the ecology. In the skies, the multiverse, and the soil, all of those minerals are there. Minerals and elements are there. And most humans got all of those elements too. Which humans you think that is? I'll wait. You got to think about it. Black humans. Black people. We break down to all of those. It said over 400 elements. We break down to all of them. White folks don't break down to maybe, 250. I don't know. We waiting on you to get your science channel and stuff, biology channel. White folks and other people don't break down to all of these minerals and elements. Black people do. Because your ass came from the cosmos. See, y'all got a problem even connecting the dots. See, that's what psychologist Pastor Ray Hagins was saying when he said it's a paralysis of analysis. Because you can't analyze. Your ass can't think. You always want to give the benefit of the doubt to white folks, what the white man said, what the white teacher said. I just told you. Anybody can steal your cart of groceries, go home and make them a whole new meal out of the same ingredients that they stole out of your cart because you left it right there and ran in to get you a loaf of bread or something. Anybody can take something that they stole. That's why you steal stuff. So you can use it for your advantage. White folks got all y'all mind fucked up. But see, white folks don't break down. White folks and other people don't break down into all these other elements and minerals. They do break down. But see, they not that supreme being that white folks told you they were. They quite the opposite. Honey, ain't nothing supreme about no mindset that's got this. And our expert brother, Anthony Browder, said that the geneticist knows that our DNA holds information from 30,000 years ago. White folks ain't even got to hold information in their DNA, but what, 8,000 years? All right, I did say 8,500 for your ass. But, White folks, they ain't got but 8,500 years to store information in their DNA. 8,500 years. And, you know, this is in there too. Yeah, you think they storing information today about the robots, Sophia? And, you know, that baby robot named San Diego and the black lady robot named, what's her name? Bing 48, I think. Honey, they got that ugly ass wig on her head too. It didn't even match her skin tone of the robot. She a black lady. No, it didn't. You know, just making a whole fool out of y'all asses. But anyway, religion is the path to understanding divinity. Ask your pastor this. Why your pastor ain't told you this? Divinity is the knowledge of cosmology and ecology and what it means to you. What's your relationship to the cosmos and the soil, the ground? I just told you. You break down to all of those minerals and elements that's in the cosmos and the ecology, the ground. You break down into that. That's your relationship to it. You are God. You are goddess. You are goddess. The cosmos manifested you. You could have been a shooting star that just came down to earth and there you was. You know, you started. You became the black woman. The cosmos, the multiverse up there. When you look at the cosmos at night, the sky is black. It's a womb. It's a womb. The universe is a womb. It's a black woman. It's giving birth. Yep, and it's got stars up there, shooting stars. It's birthing planets, new planets all the time. It's birthing storms and rainbows. You know, it's life up there. It's life up there. You know, and that's the black woman, the universe. But they ain't told you that. White folks ain't told you none of this, Black America, because of the power behind it. You know, yeah, it's so much. I know, I didn't know either. And now I do know and stuff, you know. It ain't such a thing as talking just a little bit. Ooh, I didn't even do that. Did I do the copyright disclaimer? Because, you know, I don't like to do nothing wrong. I don't even remember if I did the copyright disclaimer. I'm going to do it anyway. Copyright disclaimer on the 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. And then we finna read and we finna go get out here in this sun. I am. Yeah, for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, non-profit, educational, or personal use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. Yep, I'm going to go outside too and get me some sun. That sun is out there for me. Sure will. And I don't want y'all to worry because I ain't here to fearmonger us. Honey, do you know the power you got inside of you? I don't think you do, Black America. Sure don't, honey. You ain't got nothing to fear. You sure don't. This ain't the end for you, Black America. And then you can come back to Earth if you want to. Well, if the sun ain't blew it up. Yeah, if it's still here, you can come back to this planet. But I promise you, Black America, when you leave here and go out into the multiverse, if you ain't trapped in heaven, you know, and you go out to the third or the fourth universe, you know, you might not even want to come back to Earth. You be like, nah, face, I ain't going back to Earth no more. I'm gonna chill out over here in the ninth universe. You know, I like this parallel. I like this dimension here. You know, it's so many dimensions right here. It's like 11 dimensions right here. I'm like, you know, but time is irrelevant and stuff. You see, we timeless. We ain't got no beginning. You know, that's one thing that always get me and stuff. Because they talking about in the beginning, there was the word. Well, who heard the word? What was the word? It wasn't no sound. It wasn't no syllables. And how you put together this whole story, you know, I don't know. You know, it just seemed like to me. And then, yeah, the whole thing, when I get that Bible and stuff, I'm going to be able to show you exactly where I went wrong or where it went wrong. Because it just didn't resonate no more after that. It didn't. But yeah, we're going to read us a little bit right now, honey, and then we finna go out here and get us some of this sun and rejuvenate. The main times you want to get your sunlight is when the sun is high in the sky. Yeah, so I would say maybe 10, 12 definitely, because the sun is high in the sky at 12 o'clock. But at like 10 o'clock in the summertime, I like to get up and get out early. Yeah, in the summertime, because it just feels good. The sun is out there all day, and I love to be in the sun and stuff. The sun is like an energizer. It's like our battery. The sun is like our battery. And, yeah, don't worry. Just be wary, okay? Because after this right here, we could go further. You ain't got to go to heaven. I advise you not. I advise you think to yourself, talk to your pastor. It's time to talk to their asses now. Pastor's been in charge for too long, and they haven't even stuck their neck out. Ain't nobody even on horses to bust up in the church no more. That pastor's acting like shit, the Klan man right outside the door. The shit don't make no sense to me, and everybody, we keep helping them and tithing to them and giving them our money stuff. You better go ask your pastor for your money back. You better go ask your pastor for your refund. I don't know. He'll tell him you got to pay your mortgage or they finna take the whole house. You've been dealing with it for 9 months. This is it. They want their money. You coming to get your refund. You better tell them something and get your money back, because when everybody realize and everybody's out here, we ain't none of our ass going to heaven. Oh, yeah, you will. You got to go. Yeah, you got to go to heaven. See? Everybody ain't going out there. Everybody is not going out there. The only people going out there to the multiverse is the first people that the cosmos manifested. Black people. The black woman, the black man, and the black child. Even mulatto people, even our mixed people and stuff. I can't say this for sure. That's why, I'm willing to learn and study, but I don't think even they can go out into the multiverse. They probably can go further than white people. Maybe they can go to the second universe. I don't know. We're going to have to find some experts, as we grow and evolve on this channel right here, because, I'm not finna be stuck in white folks' motherfucking mindset, that crazy ass bullshit. I'm not. Y'all keep y'all asses in it, but I'm not staying in it. So, and I can find some experts to tell me the truth. If I can't, then, oh, well, I get it from the ancestors. I get it from the cosmos. I'll ask the cosmos to give me the download that I need. See, because I don't want to be trapped here on earth, then in heaven, forever and ever and ever and ever. You think I want to do that to my grandkids, my great-grandkids, my mama? Do you really think that I would want to trap my mama with white folks for the rest of her life, forever and ever and ever, in heaven with white folks? White folks ain't even had no therapy here. And I know y'all, the first thing y'all say, well, ain't no hurt in heaven. Everybody the same. Everybody ain't no hunger, ain't no pain face. Everybody getting along. So your God got Emmett Till up there in heaven with Carol and Brian them, and Emmett Till ain't gave him no sincerity, no consideration for what he suffered down here on earth. I don't hear nothing. Is that what you're saying, though? Don't look at me like that. Is that what you're saying? That up there in heaven, God, in Jesus' name, didn't give a damn about what Emmett and them went through on earth and got all of them up there in heaven like ain't nothing happened. Why? Because even if Emmett forgot about his suffering on earth, and even if Carolyn forgot about what her ass did on earth, and even if her brother and her husband them forgot about torturing Emmett, let's say all of these people forgot, about what the trauma and the suffering they caused on earth. Emmett, God still remember. God would still remember, wouldn't he? You the one say he omnipresent. He know all and all of that stuff. So, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it. How's y'all even believe in this shit? I'm just, I'm still trying to see how did Noah even build this ark at 600 years old. And Noah was the drunk. But God chose Noah to build the ark and put all of I wrote down the length of the ark and everything, y'all. I was trying to draw the ark when brother was teaching about it. But let's read a little bit so we can go out into this sun. And this right here is more dirty little secrets about Black history, is heroes and other troublemakers, volume 2. I ain't got volume 1. And I did say we're going to order them again, you know. This right here is Dr. Claude Anderson and his son, Brent Anderson. Look at that. Look at Brent. And Dr. Claude Anderson. Yes. You know, he got 5 books on Amazon. You can get them for $100 plus tax, like $124. Yeah, Powernomics, Black Wealth. What is it? You know what I'm talking about. I got one over there. I got Powernomics over there. And then I think I got one other book and then this one. So I don't have the full thing. But yeah. Oh, what was this we read yesterday? Oh, remember Black people been here 300,000 years? Well, the last big slave auction that we read about yesterday was when Pierce Butler, the white slave owner of a large Georgia plantation, sold 436 of his 900 slaves. And he actually made more than $300,000. See, we just kept coming across that number, 300,000. 300,000, you know, it was just there in the readings. And then when we got to this reading, it was here in this reading. It's just confirmation. It's just confirmation to let us know that, hey, we got to connect some dots. Here, Dr. George Frazier. All right, the last Buffalo Soldier, John Collins. Reportedly, the last Buffalo Soldier died in California in 2002. At the time of his death, he was the minister of the West Side Seventh-day Adventist Church of Fresno, California. The Buffalo Soldiers were a Black segregated union of the United States Army that received its name from Native Americans during the Indian Wars of the late 19th century. I never even knew about the Indian Wars. See, them 11 years of school ain't taught me nothing. And I back up and say 9 because, you know, for 2 years and stuff, I really wasn't even focusing on school and stuff. But I was there, you know. But yeah, they ain't taught us nothing. So let's read. The Buffalo Soldiers were a Black segregated unit of the United States Army that received its name from the Native Americans during the Indian Wars of the late 19th century. John Collins served in World War II as a trooper in the segregated 2nd Cavalry. Okay, John Collins served in World War II as a trooper in the segregated 2nd Cavalry. In various forms, the Buffalo Soldiers existed from 1866 to 1943. Before his death, John Collins expressed his disappointment that military and the United States history both ignored the contributions and achievements of Black soldiers in winning the West. The Spanish-American War, the World War I, and World War II. We read this yesterday. Because John Collins, see, he expressed his disappointment that the military in the United States, they ignored the contributions of Black soldiers winning all these wars. It still couldn't be sincere with us. So see, yeah, it's time for I support Black people saying we ain't coming out marching no more. We doing for us now. Collins was proud of the fact that the Indian Wars and the Spanish-American War, that during the Indian Wars and the Spanish-American War, Black soldiers received the Congressional Medal of Honor for extraordinary heroism. A Western historian, William L. Katz, writes, "It is ironic that these brave Black soldiers served so well in the final and successful effort to crush American Indians, the first victims of white racism on this continent." Wow. It's deep, ain't it? Did we read this here? Let's read it again then. Blacks become third-class citizens. I don't think we read this. On May the 30th, 2005, the cover of Newsweek's magazine heralded the first Hispanic elected mayor of the city of Los Angeles, California, and how Hispanics, as the new majority minority, would change American politics. 40 million Hispanics made 36 million Black Americans economically and politically obsolete. Yep, just knocked us right on out the box. Yep, so did, or they stomped us down in the box because we really just holding on to religion at this point. Yep, and that's it right there, 2005. It's in Dr. Claude's book. He's the expert. Yeah, so don't be going at me about this stuff. Go find his station, his channel, and ask him. Look at his videos, and I bet you'll find the answer to what you think you know. It said 40 million Hispanics make 36 million Black Americans economically and politically obsolete. That's because we ain't been doing for us. We ain't been doing for us economically as far as money and wealth and assets and having up businesses and corporations and our own establishments and stuff. No. And then politically obsolete. They don't even need our vote no more, to tell you the truth. Y'all asses been riding on this motherfucking political vulture, just hanging on. And now you ain't even really needed, Black America. You know, that's what it say in the book right here. For more than 400 years, Black Americans were second-class citizens as the nation's majority minority. Now they are third-class citizens. A Mexican immigrant told a radio talk show host that while Black Americans were marching and singing, that they would overcome someday. Illegal and legal Hispanics poured into the country and overwhelmed. According to the 1900 census, there were 11.5 million Black people and only 100,000 Latinos in America. Wow. Both groups had an identical birth rate. By 2000, Latinos caught and passed Black Americans in population. Why? Because during the 20th century, natural births and legal and illegal immigration allowed the nation's Hispanic population to increase by 4,000%. In other words, that means to me, like, you know, while you, Black America, were busy fucking and sleeping and having babies with white folks and other folks and stuff, your own birth rate for Black people, is steadily declined. And so, see, the Latinos, they were still having babies. Some of them might go outside their race, but on the whole, most of them stay with themselves. So, see, their birth rate was steady climbing and stuff, steadily increasing. So, see, we do a disservice by us by procreating with everybody else, because everybody else trying to live their lineage on. They trying to let their lineage live on and on and on and on. You see, and us, they using our asses to do it. They using you to do it, Black America. Wow, for all the love. Both groups had an identical birth rate. By 2000, Latinos caught and passed Black Americans in population. Why? Because during the 20th century, natural births and legal and illegal immigration allowed the nation's Hispanic population to increase by 4,000%. Race-based immigration laws and natural birth rates restricted Black population increases to only 300% over a 100-year period. Wow. Whoa. I don't know. Reading is fundamental. But is this saying over a 100-year period, 100-year time period, these laws and the birth rates too, you know, how we have birth and stuff, they restrict Black population increases to just 300% over 100 years? Hell, we might be extinct if we don't watch ourselves. Between 1970 and 1990, the Hispanic population in the United States tripled. Today, 92% of this nation's Hispanic population has been in this country less than 25 years. Black Americans were further disadvantaged by the fact that Hispanics receive unearned benefits by being classed as a minority, when in fact, until 1970, they were classified in the U.S. Census as white. Wow. Hispanics are an ethnic group with immigration papers and driver's licenses that list them as white. Yeah. For all the people. For real, y'all. They have not been customarily or legally denied access to this nation's educational, economic, or political systems because they were not living in this country. It is an injustice to equate the poverty and low educational skills that Hispanics and other immigrants bring with them into this country with the poverty and low educational achievements of blacks that are the direct legacies of centuries of slavery and Jim Crow imposed on them. It's a reason why black people like this. Black people ain't never got nowhere. Black people ain't never been able to achieve nothing. It's a reason. Yeah, it's a reason. White folks, you know, the ones that let everybody come over here and then classify them as white so they can receive what the educational, economic, and political abundances and perks of the system, of this system. So yeah, hell, everybody white except for us. Everybody want to be classified as white, but see, we don't know that. Then they come around and yeah, us Latinos and Hispanics, the black and brown coalition must stick together. But then on your motherfucking papers, your ass is just classified as white, and you ain't even came out and protested about it. We're not white. We don't want to be classified as white. Ain't nobody said a word or a whisper. Ain't nobody said a word or a whisper, you know. And then we got our people. We got our people that know, and they ain't even saying nothing about it. They ain't even telling us nothing about it. You know, I'm just so appalled at my nose because I'm so just all of y'all asses out. Y'all knew. Some of us knew too.
Illuminating the experience and contributions of African Americans,
Some
which
of
is
us
the
knew.
foundation of our channel. We are particularly keen on pointing out the ingenuity, innovation, and creativity of Black women who have transformed this world in ways that few can believe. It is essential for the Black community, as well as white America, to understand the impact of Black women pioneers, entrepreneurs, and inventors from our past. Our aspiring grade school student will not read much about these women in the history books. So
yes, honey. This got to be our whole life. Every day, all day, if we ain't doing nothing. We sit all day and we watch that other bullshit, but now we got to spend our whole life every day, all day, learning about us and learning about what's happened to us. You know, I mean, these people running around, they're already getting thousands of dollars a month. I had one brother tell me that his, I think he had Somalian neighbors or something. They asked getting like $9,000 a month. And I know they got a lot of kids. I know. I seen them. But, you know, I'm just, you know, it's all just ass backwards and stuff. And now we learned that hell, they classified as white. So other than getting the $9,000 cash, you getting like what? No taxes on food and clothes. And, you know, you go get you a couple of extra vehicles if you want to. And you getting your loans and stuff. You know, it just seems so surreal to me. But let's read, y'all. Yeah, let's read. Wow, that's just... Hispanics constitute a language group. Why should they be treated any differently from whites who speak French, Greek, or Russian? What historical damages have Hispanics suffered at the hands of the U.S. government that qualifies them for affirmative action, reparations, or any other special governmental considerations? The legacies of slavery and structural racism have been placed on the back burner. What will happen to Black Americans who cannot compete in their hamstrung condition? Hispanics have displaced Blacks, and some projections are that by the year 2015, the combined populations of Asians and Arabs will push Blacks out of third-class citizenship into fourth-class citizenship. Yes, honey, Blacks receive practically nothing after centuries of second-class citizenship. How do they expect to be treated now that they are third-class citizens or when they become fourth-class citizens? See, for your Black and brown coalition, see how folks done did? Folks done push your ass right to the bottom, Black people. Done push you right to the bottom up under their foot. And ain't even trying to say, hey, well, let us at least get you up out the mud. We're going to do it sneakily. When we get y'all up out the mud, run and get behind us. You know, or run over to the side where we got y'all set up. No, ain't nobody saying that everybody just coming here and just pounding, boom, 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 on top of Black America. I mean, where your help at? And where's been that stuff? So yes, I'm in support of Black people saying, no, hell no, go fight your own battles. You want to be white. You want to live white. You want to treat us like you're white. Yeah, go on and be white. And see, that's what they did. They thought white and their asses voted white. So yeah, let them cards fall wherever the fuck they gonna fall at. Let them fall at. Hey, all I can say is get your kids. That's all I can say. Get your kids. Because the last thing you want to do is leave your kids in a space where the environment is going to be very, very racially charged. And it is always racially charged when white folks is in their feelings about Black folks. And other folks too. Because other folks got this same mindset now. Everybody finna be mad at Black America. Because now what you want now, Black America? We done gave you everything we could give you. We done made sure you got every opportunity to graduate, get a good job, get you a nice home. Yeah, let's just throw you a few crumbs and you're supposed to be, appreciative of it. So yeah, so in other words, y'all, we fourth-class citizens now. And y'all ain't said a word about it. Ain't nobody, we ain't even told us. I can't wait till I go out today. First person I see that want to talk to me. Yeah, you want to talk to me because we done made eye-to-eye contact. I want to talk to you too. Sure do, honey. Hollywood's first Black star. Ooh, Lincoln Theodore Monroe Andrew Perry, better known as Stepin Fetchit, was white Hollywood's first Black movie star. Stepin Fetchit was born in Key West, Florida in 1902. He developed an interest in show business at a very early age. For a number of years, he performed in vaudeville, Vaudeville. He performed in vaudeville with a dancing partner. His first big break in movies occurred in 1929 when white movie studios chose him to play in an all-Black talkie entitled, That's what it say, talkie, entitled Hearts in Dixie. Hearts in Dixie. Like Dixie Chicks. Hearts in Dixie. Through the 1930s and 1940s, Stepin Fetchit appeared in a number of movies with some of Hollywood's white superstars. However, in all of his films, Stepin Fetchit played the same gawky, mumbling, shuffling, lazy Black man. He was good at presenting the white image of a Black man that he became one of the nation's highest paid movie stars. As long as you acting for the white man. So he became the highest paid movie star. And it's by the late 1950s, with the emergence of positive Blackness, Black actors who played the role of an Uncle Tom or Sambo had become an embarrassment to Black people. Movie roles for Stepin Fetchit and similar Black actors dried up. Didn't nobody want to play them no more. Didn't nobody want to play them roles no more for Stepin Fetchit and Uncle Tom and Sambo. But your asses want to get out here and put on dresses. Black men. Like that's any better. Stepin Fetchit died in California in 1985 as a penniless, has-been Negro actor. White folks used him up and then discarded him. Yep, and he did it. He did it, I don't know if he thought that he would evolve from that portrayal of the lazy, Black, mumbling, shuffling Black man, if they would evolve his character to a more respectable, hardworking, learning Black man, but it didn't happen. And after the many opportunities he's seen year after year after year, he just kept playing the same old portrayal of the Black man. He should have knew then and just went ahead and got out, And I'm sure when he did realize, it was probably too late. Wasn't no more roles for him. Wasn't no more movie roles that he could play in and stuff. Now, see, if we'd have been together, if he'd had the mindset, he could have did those things himself. But see, we ain't never been able to get up and help us like that, to get out of that mindset. And see, one of the things in this mindset right here is movies. In this mindset is all the things that you can do that'll keep white America off your ass. That'll keep white America content, happy. They ain't got to worry and stuff. And one of them is movies. Movies, school curriculums. Because what you doing and stuff is right there. It's anti-black. You learning stuff. And you're going to go far with what you learning. But it ain't nothing that's helping your people. It ain't nothing that's helping black people. You know, you working, making good money and stuff, you know, but it ain't being used to assist your people. You don't go back to your community and help your people, not even your cousins' families, and help them and stuff. So see, everything that we watch, everything that's in that circle right there is really to the detriment of us. It's really holding us back. Oh, what? First scalpings. Scalpings when the Indians would scalp folks and stuff. Yeah. South Carolina was the first colony to authorize scalp hunting in America. They authorized scalp hunting. South Carolina was the first colony to authorize scalp hunting in America. In the beginning, neither Indians nor colonial whites were the victims of scalping. Instead, they were the scalpers of runaway slaves or troublesome free blacks. In the late 1600s and early 1700s, so many escaped blacks accepted Spain's offer to run away and live free in Florida that it drove the American colonists crazy. To stop the runaways who were attracted to places like St. Augustine, Florida, the South Carolina Assembly devised a plan to instill fear in the minds and hearts of slaves. See, this is why we're afraid. In 1739, the South Carolina Assembly approved paying bounties to manhunters who chased and returned slaves to their owners, or the scalps of slaves who could not be returned alive. They had to kill you. They just had to scalp you and take your scalp. And just take your scalp so they'll know that you know. Was them the first wigs? The first weaves? How did that even work? How? White and Indian manhunters cooperated in chasing and scalping runaway black slaves for the bounty. The South Carolina Assembly posted a proportional fee schedule based upon the sex of the returned slave and for the scalps. All they were paying for them. Typically, a bounty of $40 was paid in South Carolina for the return of a black man, $25 for a black woman, and $10 for children under 12. However, for the scalp of any black man, woman, or child with both ears attached, the public treasury was willing to pay $20. It was not unusual to see white and Indian slave chasers return from the wilderness of Georgia and Florida with sacks of black scalps. It was ironic. It was ironic that when the Indian Wars started between whites and Indians, both groups used their scalping skills on each other. They returned with bags full of black scalps. You know them, in the wintertime, them shaboggans that's got the ears on them. You know them shaboggans, they made like wolves. You can get one like a wolf, a cat, a bear, a tiger. they got the ears on it. That's what it's bringing to my mind and stuff, you know. They just the ears of the animal that it is. But to read that they actually scalped black people, and if they brought their ears back on the scalp, they paid them a few more dollars. First blacks to back immigrant rights. For centuries, Black Americans served as an economic stepping stone for a torrent of immigrants who impeded Black economic and political progress, and more importantly, displaced Blacks from the nation's conscience. The negative impact of immigrants on Black Americans did not go unnoticed. National Roper surveys conducted in the post-civil rights era of the 1970s and 1980s indicated that approximately 92% of Black Americans opposed the country's open-door immigration policy. During and after slavery, national Black leaders such as Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Booker T. Washington, W.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, Carter G. Woodson, and A. Philip Randolph worked actively to close the nation's doors until Black Americans had received long overdue justice. So what happened? So how are these people end up in here? But during the 60s, the 1960s, Black civil rights movement, a disconnection occurred between Black America and its visible institutional civil rights leaders. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Jesse Jackson, Reverend Benjamin Hooks, Vernon Jordan, and their respective civil rights organizations signed on to full-page advertisements supporting an increase of immigrants into the United States from Indochina. And these were the reverends. Yeah, these were reverends. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, Reverend Benjamin Hooks, and then it says their respective civil rights organizations. Yeah, they signed after all of Booker T. Washington, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Marcus Garvey, Carter G. Woodson. After all that they did to make sure ain't nobody coming over here to Black America get what we deserve. Martin Luther King, them motherfucking asses. Yeah, if I see Martin, I got some questions for him. Black America, we ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Don't be afraid of nothing. Life or death. You ain't got nothing to be afraid of, because this is not the end for you. But when you see any aliens, you see any, I don't know about them shape-shifting reptiles and stuff. You see them aliens, you see our ancestors, they come back to you, ask them some questions. It's time to ask some questions. You ain't got to ask them, oh, y'all coming back to kick some ass? You ain't got to ask them that, because they're going to ask your ass if you ready to kick some ass. So vengeance belongs to the ancestors. How dare Reverend Jesse Jackson there, Reverend Benjamin Hooks, Dr. Martin Luther King, go behind our saviors' backs and allow all these other people in here. See, they were bought off. They all were bought off. They were just men. They were bought off. They sacrificed all of us for everybody to get over here. Just what white America wanted. Then when everybody get their asses over here, everybody just, you already know, tumble on top of Black America. Just get on top of Black America. Yep. These ads ran in major urban newspapers across the country and erroneously linked the historical dilemma of Black Americans with immigration policies and immigrant rights. This public endorsement encouraged immigration advocates and fueled an unprecedented surge of immigrants into the United States. Though the group self-interest of the arriving immigrants was averse to and competitive with native Black Americans, civil rights leaders embraced the immigrants into a vague minority category and promoted their inclusion in affirmative action programs. Wow. Black Americans qualified for affirmative action and preferences because all levels of government had used their powers to exclude, subordinate, and exploit blacks. Civil rights leaders pushed to have Hispanics, Asians, Arabs, and women included into affirmative action based solely on their ethnicity, language, culture, gender, religious, and country of origin. The inclusion of immigrants in affirmative action and compensatory programs made the programs unjustifiable and made Black Americans appear foolish. That's what it did. In September 2004, civil rights leaders underscored their shift away from Black interests by calling for and participating in a national march in Washington, D.C. for immigrant rights. The civil rights movement has achieved its goal of forging a colorblind society. In the midst of women's rights, gay rights, minority rights, veteran rights, Indian rights, Asian rights, Hispanic rights, and immigrant rights, Black rights remain invisible. Ain't nobody in their mama thinking about Black rights. So yeah, I got some questions for Martin. I do. I know Martin would tell us, judge white people by their culture. Whatever they doing, whatever their culture is doing, even if the white people around you ain't doing it, judge white people by their culture. Because before you know it, honey, they ass gonna be doing it too. See, when Trump give out that dog whistle, everybody finna go back to their own. Everybody finna go back to their own. It's all about self-preservation first. And I don't think love is gonna, keep a whole lot of interracial bonds and marriages intact. When the shit hit the fan, people gonna have to go where they supposed to been at all along. In Black America, you gonna find out then that yeah, people was only there in your life to spy on you. Black America, people only came into our lives like we let them, so that they can learn as much about us, our mindset, our routine, our studies, our day-to-day living, the way we interact, the way we teach, the way we cook, the way we carry on, or we take care of ourselves, our family. That's the only reason people were okay and tolerant of, placing themselves in our lives like they did. And some people sacrificed their whole life to get up under and be around Black folks. Yeah, I know you didn't know your great grandmama did that shit on purpose, but she did. She was married to, your great granddaddy for 45 years, the Black man. She was married to him for 45 years, honey, and towards the end of it and stuff, that's when she turned his whole essence over to white folks. Yep, during them 45 years and stuff, during the youth of his life, I can imagine when he was aware that, too much didn't really sink him down. But as you get older and weaker and more pacifying, then yeah, where you at and stuff, it can either keep you comfortable and up, elevated, or it's gonna sink you down soaring lower and lower. And for a lot of Black folks that find themselves aging with white people, your ass been sinking. You've been sinking this whole time. You spent 30, 40 years and you haven't even reached out or done nothing for your people because you were sinking the whole time. And now that you older, you elderly now, your family like, oh no, we don't want that nigga back. We don't want his ass back. Let him stay over there with Sabrina. Let his ass stay over there with Sabrina. You done had 20, 30, 40 years living the good life with Sabrina. Y'all done went on trips, vacation. Everybody see it on social media. Y'all got your mini mansions. You done had your babies and your kids, and they done grew up, and they done married white, wealthy folks and stuff. They continue their lineage on and on and on. See? But now your Black ass, you done got old, you weak. People sitting around, life still going on. But now you look up, and your vision will look blurry and stuff because you're older now, Black man, Black woman. You're older now. And you look up and all the love that you remember feeling, all the safety, all the comfort, the happiness, the love, the joy, all the whiteness that you thought was okay to be with and stuff. Now you're an old man. Now you can't run out the door if you need to. You can't do nothing if you need to. And you find yourself without blackness. You ain't got no blackness around you. Them little mixed kids don't think like your people. They think like white folks. Everybody thinking like white folks. You think like white folks. It's just sometimes you come to your true mind and you realize, dang, why am I here with all these people? Shouldn't me and Sabrina be around my people? But now, see, no, because your ass wasn't strong enough. You didn't have the courage to stand up for your people, to stand up for yourself. You didn't have the courage, black man, black woman, to choose your own lineage over Sabrina lineage. White, that lineage is living on through you. Your ass done had babies with the very enemy. And they lineage finna live on. Maybe if you had to talk to Sabrina and let Sabrina know, hey, Sabrina, now we're going to raise these babies black. And we're going to teach these babies, you know, to find a black husband, a black wife, and to help our people. That's all the fuck you had to do. Shit, she would have at least told you, no, it's not going to be like that, Bobby. No, we're going to teach our children to love who they want to love. All that bullshit. In other words, yeah, the kid going to be able to love whoever they want to love and stuff. So they're going to get acclimated to the comforts of white life. That's why a lot of black people want to be with white folks, because we get, used to seeing them with the comfort instead of us. I know it's some crazy mental bullshit. And white folks got y'all so deep in it and stuff, black folks just don't know. But I'm telling you, for what I see now, and I've been knowing some couples just in passing, when I see them and stuff, been together for a long time. And I didn't notice, say that one couple, I didn't notice this 12 years ago, that it seemed like he was getting, weaker and thinner. Hell, maybe I was just like, maybe he don't eat meat no more either. You lose weight when you stop eating meat because you ain't getting that big chunk of flesh, I guess. But, I didn't notice. But it's just recently, every time I see that one particular customer, that one particular couple, it seemed like, wow, he ain't got hardly no strength to him. It's like you can just blow him over. And he'll fall over, And I see him sometimes everywhere and stuff, and it always seemed like he in the back. And I just be wondering, damn, ain't you supposed to be holding his hand or his arm or something? Because you still got you could jog a little bit. She can. But he seemed like he barely getting around, and I'm like, wow, I just be thinking. I wonder how much energy your ass sucking out of that man these days. He seemed like he need to be in a chair. I mean, that's just to me. Maybe other folks don't see it yet, but I do. All right, the first slave revolt in America. In his book, Before the Mayflower, Lerone Bennett documented that the first and most successful slave revolt in North America occurred in 1526 on the San Miguel settlement near the Pee River in South Carolina. Spanish colonizer Lucas Vasquez de Ayllon founded the settlement. He had followed the ocean route of Amerigo Vespucci and landed at the mouth of the Pee River in the winter of 1526. Ayllon was accompanied by 500 Spaniards and 100 enslaved Africans from Haiti. The settlement was short-lived because malaria took the lives of half of the Spaniards, including Ayllon himself. The enslaved Africans revolted, setting fire to the settlement, and fled to live among native Indians. The remaining Spaniards fled America's east coast back to Haiti, allowing the 100 black Africans to remain and establish the first permanent settlements within the confines of the present-day eastern United States. After the revolt, some blacks remained along the PD River. However, most moved to Florida, which was Spanish territory, and built maroon colonies to avoid European whites, who began arriving in North America in the 1600s. Yeah, to avoid European whites who began arriving in North America in the 1600s. A few blacks migrated north along the eastern seaboard. In part, this explains the presence of 32 blacks in Jamestown, Virginia. Population records, though only 20 black slaves had supposedly arrived in 1619 on board a Dutch slave ship. And this right here is a picture. This is a drawing of a runaway maroon right there. That's a drawing of a runaway maroon. Yeah. The little-known PD River played an important role in the life and times of Black Americans. Over 2 centuries after the PD River Revolt, Stephen Foster wrote a song about the PD River and enslaved blacks. His brother thought Foster should pick another river for the name of his song. After looking through an atlas, the brother came upon the Suwannee River in Florida and convinced Foster to change the song's title to Suwannee River. Thus, few blacks have longed for their home on the old PD River. Well, I think that's it for today. I don't know. This right here is first terrorist flag in America. Let's see what this terrorist flag is. President George W. Bush launched his re-election campaign in 2004 against an emotional backdrop of airplanes being flown into the World Trade Center towers in New York on September 11, 2001. The burning towers symbolize terrorism, fear, death, and destruction on American soil. George Bush used the public sphere of terrorism to help his re-election, but there is another, much older symbol of terrorism in this country. The Confederate flag is the nation's oldest symbol of terrorism. For nearly a century and a half, the Confederate flag has been highly visible over battlefields, state capitals, Ku Klux Klan rallies, and in neo-Nazi literature. It is even on clothing and automobile bumper stickers. The Confederate flag has aided an endless number of conservatives and racists get elected to public office. The rebel or Confederate flag symbolized Southern culture and history, but more importantly, it symbolized historical tyranny of Black Americans and terrorist/traitorous behavior against the United States of America. The Civil War lasted 4 years at a cost of nearly 500,000 lives. After the war, Jefferson Davis, the president of the Southern Confederate States of America, and supporters of the Confederate South were indicted for treason. It is ironic that Southerners value patriotism and love for America while defending the rebel or Confederate flag that symbolizes anti-Americanism. There's little doubt that red-blooded Americans would be upset if Al-Qaeda supporters in this country displayed images of the burning World Trade Center towers on articles of clothing, automobile license plates, or atop public buildings. Terrorist organizations like the Ku Klux Klan, the Black Horse Brigade, and the American Nazi Party, the skinheads and other white Aryan nations, other white Aryan organizations hold the Confederate flag in the highest esteem and use it to symbolize anti-Black, anti-Jewish, and anti-American feelings. So rather than taking down the Confederate flag, it ought to be waved high and acknowledged as the original symbol for terrorism on American soil. And see, that's it. That's going to be it for now. And see, a lot of people say the Confederate flag is for history. Oh, we just battled around history. That's what it is. That's what it is. Don't this right here look like it was going to be a flag? Was this the first flag? No, that was the first flag, that Confederate flag right there, Dr. John Claude Anderson. Like Claude Anderson said, this is the first. That Confederate flag was the first terrorist flag. Yeah, I don't know. Was he trying to let us know that this right here is about the flag, the Confederate flag, the terrorism, the racism, the terror, the skinning, the lynchings? You know, I don't know how these people think and stuff, but, you know, it's a lot to me and stuff. I got to go out in the sun. I got to go out and get me some sun today. And I just want to thank everybody for being here. And I thank you for your patience and your presence. And you know I'm going to leave you with some goodness. I'm going to get my receipt. I'm going to leave you with some goodness because we need it. We need it. We do know now that sun is there for us. That sun is giving us, Black America, all of this energy in this country right here. Right here in the United States of America is giving us almost all of its energy right here. I'll say 97%. Yep. Well, let's see. We got the waters, all the waters, the oceans, the seas, the rivers, the lakes, and the springs. Then we got the animals. Then we got the plants and the vegetation of the planet. And what else could it be that need the sun? Then we got other groups of people in the world. So them 4 elements right there. I say the sun is giving them maybe 4%, 1% for each one. That's right. It's my reality. And the sun is giving us like 96% of its energy. So don't you worry, Black America, because if anything happened to you, if your numbers get down so minuscule, honey, the sun gonna avenge you. Oh, the sun is gonna avenge you, and everybody gonna feel it because the sun gonna blow up. Yeah. If the sun got to receive, say if they get our numbers down to so minuscule or small, minuscule number, and the sun got to receive that energy back, a bulk of that energy out of 96, if the sun got to receive over 50% of that energy back because they done lessened our numbers, if they ever successful in the extermination of Black people, the sun can't handle that energy coming back. If them other 4 elements that receive energy from the sun, they ain't even equipped to receive the energy that we get from the sun. See, white folks ain't even thought none of this out. None of it. But you know, it ain't for us to worry about. We just got to be wary and know that we go further than heaven. We ain't just limited to heaven only. Not us. Not us. That may be for them, but it ain't for us. You know, and just be grateful. Even today, when we get off of here in about 5 minutes, just be grateful because I'm going to go through these real fast. We got to go. Yeah, just be grateful. Gratitude, it shields you from negativity, any negativity. People you don't even know. People on the other side of the town and stuff, they're just thinking about you and just thinking mad and evil bullshit thoughts about you and stuff. Honey, you shielded from all that when you're grateful. You grateful. You can be grateful for the sun. Even at nighttime, and the sun done already set. He on the other side of the world, but you grateful for him because you know he coming back. You know the sun is rising. You know it. Just be grateful for anything. Your paycheck, your babies, your future, your baby's future, whatever you got to be grateful for. I like to pick my paycheck. I'm so grateful for that paycheck, honey. I could win the lottery, and I'll still be more grateful for that paycheck than I am for the lottery. Yeah, that's just me. You know, I love the simple things in life. Yeah, I love the simple things in life. And, you know, I'll pick up a coin before I run and get that dollar right there. Because the coin is what catch my eye first. Yep, I don't know. You pick up that coin, that dollar, and now, today, you better be particular what you picking up and stuff. And on that note, I want to say if you see some tissue or a napkin or anything under your windshield wiper or in your door handle, don't touch it with your hand because somebody done sprayed some shit, chlorophyll or something on it. And then when you touch it, pick it up, put it in your pocket, you know, and do like this or whatever and stuff. Now you finna start getting drowsy and stuff. Everything people ain't even got a mindset that you can trust anymore because everybody has been saturated with the mindset of white America. Yeah, white America. Who else taught the whole world to be like this? Who else reached out into the very depths of the whole planet and turned off everybody's empathy, you know, turned off everybody's compassion for life? As far as I can see, it's white America. Hey, If I find out different, I'll let you know. Being grateful makes you at least 25% happy. You don't need nobody else to make you happy. If it ain't your little bitty baby, you look in their eyes and see all the multiverse making you 25% happier. You know, someone that's innocent and that sincerely love and depend on you. Now, I know you say your significant other love and depend on you too, but people change. People change. We get older, we change. We do, you know. Your parents, whatever you happy for, it's gonna make you, you know, just use it for what it is. Use it for what it is. You know, I know people come in your life and they make you happy and your eyes light up when you see them and stuff. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. But you are the only one to make you happier. See, them other people can come and go when they want to. You can't let your happiness go because they left. So that's why, see, you got to use gratitude so you can be happier. Gratitude makes you 25% happier. You don't need them people. When they come around, fine, hell, you extra happy. But let gratitude make you happier, okay? You can bring gratitude. You can keep gratitude. It's at your disposal. See, I keep gratitude with me. My attitude is gratitude now. So see, yeah, I keep my own 25% happier with me. That's my duty to me. That's what I give myself. See, when I give myself the opportunity, the approval, the acceptance to be grateful. See, I make myself 25% happy. Now, somebody else that I can meet, you know, they can help out, you know, but they're not the reason why I'm happier. See, it's me and gratitude why I'm happier. Gratitude rewires your brain. It eliminates stress and it heals you. Gratitude improves sleep so you can sleep like a baby. Yeah. Gratitude boosts your self-esteem and your performance. It enhances the law of attraction and it improves relationships. All of that from just being grateful. Just being grateful. You ain't got to be no negative Nancy when you go outside. You know, as they say, negative Nancy. I think that's what they called it. You know, and you complaining about everything and stuff. Cause I'm a complainer too. I used to be, I think, a complainer. But now, ain't nothing to complain about. No, honey, the only complaining I got to do is about my people. See, about my people. And when I'm talking about my people, you know, ain't no bullshit right here. Yeah. That's the only complaining you got to do. Anything else, honey, if it's a bad day, don't even look at it like it's a bad day. Just look at it like it's something for you to get through. You here. You ain't been tortured. These are bad days. These was bad days right here. You having a bad hair day? That ain't no bad hair day. Shit, put your hair in a ponytail. Go wash your hair. Wear your afro. You know, it ain't no bad hair day. You know, we tell ourselves that because we under the mindset of white America. Now, singing. Ooh, y'all, always keep a song in your heart. See, we're going to leave here today with two. With two tools we can use. Ain't nobody even got to know we got them. Don't nobody got to know that you grateful because you done got your income tax. It's coming. Don't nobody got to know that you grateful because you got your job working from home and they don't see you outside all the time and stuff. And you know, some people wondering, how she gonna pay her bill? Her ass ain't been at work, but shit, you know you done got hired and you working from home. You know you working shit in all times of the day and night because you at home. See? So yeah, you got to keep gratitude with you and won't nobody even know it. And sing it. Keep a song in your heart. See, you can keep them two things with you right there. You can pull them out. You can whip them out anytime you need to. Yeah? You can bust out singing even if you standing in a line at the grocery store. You know, if you want to, yeah. Somebody need to hear the lyric of Sweet Love because somebody's searching for love. A little peace and understanding. You know, I mean, yeah, it's just singing and gratitude. And your life will be so much better because you're going to start attracting stuff. When you singing, your whole body starts healing. Yep, your heart. Singing joyful, expressive songs can nourish your heart, balance your emotions, and uplift your spirit just by singing. Your lungs. Singing helps expand your lungs and it improves oxygen intake. We ain't even breathing like black folks no more. We breathing so shallow like white folks. in another 5 to 7 years, our nose gonna be that. It's gonna be like that right there, just like white folks' noses. Yeah, we are a sneeze away from hyperventilating because we ain't breathing. We're not breathing deeply. I'm glad I could breathe now, but I just went and blew my nose through them. But you know, we're not breathing deeply like we should be breathing. I took a breathing class, and sometimes I have to remind myself to breathe deeply. See, yeah, I love my nose, honey. I ain't getting no kind of cosmetic, nothing done. Shit, I done made it this far. This how I'm going out. Yep, this is it. This is all. Sure wills, honey. Your liver, when you singing, it helps regulate your emotions like frustration, anger, and stress. You ain't got to be angry, honey. Just find the song that you like. Find a song that resonate with you. Yeah, that song right there gonna regulate them emotions right on up at you. Yep, sure will. Before you know it, you might be cooking, cleaning, dancing, creating and stuff. You know, it's gonna get all that stress, that frustration and anger off of you. Yep. I think that's what was going on me that one year, and I must have been angry and frustrated and stuff, honey. And I kept playing James Brown Payback over and over and over. I done wrote the whole lyrics to the song, you know. But it regulated that anger out of me, that feeling and frustration out of me, you know. And I went and done nothing, hurt nobody or nothing. But I wrote a song. Yeah, I revised that song talking about my people, the big payback. Yeah, kidneys. Singing can strengthen your kidney energy by fostering vocal expression. So while you hitting them high notes, your kidneys is too. And it's strengthening your kidneys. So anybody, if they telling you got your kidneys is getting weak and stuff, start singing, honey. You better wake up singing and strengthen your kidney functions and stuff, you know. Strengthen your kidney energy and stuff. Drink plenty of water, nothing but water. Add just some lemon and or whatever, some cucumbers to it. I don't even want to say lemon because you probably don't need that much acidity, you know, stuff. We just been thinking and living like white folks all across the board. We can't hardly even offer us no general advice because we all live like white folks and it affects us differently. So Black America, before I go, I just want you to think about, you know, how you can break out of this white mindset, this European mindset that's got you living, eating, thinking, breathing, self-caring, dressing, talking, walking, getting yourself together like white folks and stuff. Think about how you can get back to your natural self. Because see, as you looking and acting and living like a white woman, it is. Shit, they doing the same thing on you. Yeah, white folks is trying their best to imitate you, black woman, and you, black man. So, and all I'm saying is, let them do it. Let their asses do it. Because when it comes to that movie like Trading Places or whatever, when somebody didn't know who somebody really was, the cosmos is the only one that really need to know who's the true black person. And the cosmos know who they manifested. Oh, trust me. Trust me, the cosmos knows exactly who they manifested to be here. But Black America, you got to get some of this toxicity out of you. I do too. We got to get some of this toxicity out of us and stuff, you know. It was a small change, but cutting out pork for me was a start. Cutting out meat, I'm still weaning off of meat because sometimes I eat it when my weight get down, you know. When you ain't eating that heavy meat and stuff, yeah, you got to find other ways. But yeah, it's hardly ever now, you know. Only when I notice that, whoa, I'm below that 119, you know, oh no, I can't get down that low now. But you know, yeah, just start somewhere. Then when I start stopping cigarettes, then that right there gave me some more release of toxicity. I don't drink milk anymore, eat cheese and dairy products. Maybe with my salad, I have some little sprinkle of cheese in there and stuff, but everything got to be by moderation. And you got to be patient with yourself, Black America. We've been living our whole lives like this, like white America has taught us, you know. And so it's not going to happen overnight. And you just got to be patient with yourself. When you need to, and it just stay on you and on you and on you, you know, go ahead and allow yourself, you know, that strip of bacon. If you want you a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, I guess. Go ahead and eat you your bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Because if you don't, you're going to be set back in that. So go ahead and allow yourself that little strip of bacon if you must have it, and so you can resume your journey of evolution and growth. We got to evolve now. We just got to evolve now. I don't know either. Hell, I didn't even make it past 11th grade. Shit, you did. I'm just saying that, it seemed to me like, yeah, it is a shift going on, and it's time for us to pay attention. We got to move with it. And with that, yeah, let's go outside and rejuvenate. And hopefully I see some of y'all out there, Peace and power to the people. Let's go. I know the sun is bright out there. Get out there and it's going to be cold as hell too. I got a jacket though. Yeah, I got a jacket. Oh, it's so good to see you. Stephen A. Foster stayed hating on the people with his songs. I don't know. I'm going to have to look him up. Yep. Oh, strawberry bean cappuccino at Starbucks. I don't even go to Starbucks and stuff. I don't go to them places. Thank you, though. Yellow, keep your money. Keep your money. And then, research them Starbucks drinks and stuff, because that shit got so much sugar and stuff in it. I forgot who I was looking at. And honey, she was at her counter in the kitchen. And she was looking at the ingredients on the drink. It might have been Starbucks or Caribou Coffee or one of them. I don't deal with none of them. And she had like 3 cups of sugar and then the flavoring and made her own drink, because that would go in the drink. And so, yeah, I don't need no 3 cups of sugar. All I need to do is go out in the sun. But thank you, though. That would be awesome, too, once we start learning and living for us. Oh, y'all, it ain't going to be no stopping us. Sure ain't. That's why they're trying to get rid of the sun, block the sun now, because that's our natural battery. See, the sun is our natural battery. It gives us the light and the energy that we need to go beyond. Yeah, it just do. It don't affect white folks like that and stuff. So don't be misled any longer by white folks. Just start doing the knowledge. While you outside, you probably can still do your research and stuff. It's out there. Yeah. So I'll see y'all tonight if the ancestors willing, and peace and power to the people. Yeah, let's go rejuvenate. I am.